Guess what? We're late, everybody. If we're going to be late, we may as well be late. Let's do this. Okay, where am I? Boomerang. Hello, everybody. It's Brune. Today's date. What day is it? It's Wednesday, 21st of May. Anniversary of the Dunkirk evacuation. There's a bit of history for you. Shall we get some guests on? You know it. Let's do this. Okay, so first up, all the way from home base or B&Q, home base doesn't exist anymore, all the way from B&Q, it is Star Wars Retold. Swappers.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
the home base is quite appropriate. Yeah, that's actually echo base, but let's get to the home base there anyway. That's where I get all my tools for constructing my throne room. Thank you very much.
Very good. I don't think we could top that. That's fantastic, mate. Shall we get the next people?
Yes, good night. Good night. I'm off.
See you, mate. Okay. Channels. That's excellent. Very own astromech droid. It is. Was he here last week? He wasn't. His motivator has been fixed, everybody. It is Zee-ThreePIO.
Well, firstly, I'm not an astromech droid, and secondly, I was here last week.
Should we start that again?
What are you talking about, Brown?
Right, can I just drop you off and get you back on? I fuck that up.
Go on, start again.
Okay, bear with me. No. Okay, next. He is the golden reach around droid of choice. It is the wonderful motivator repaired Zee-ThreePIO.
Oh, hello, Brown. A pleasure to be back with you this week.
Oh, how's your... Is it rotivator?
Motivator? It's
Cultivator.
Fine. And unfortunately, it was causing tingles in my nether regions due to my restraining bolt, so I had to have it removed.
I thought you'd had the restraining bolt removed anyway.
Well, you know, I'm kind
of... Is it on your bottom, though?
Stuff. I keep putting it back on again. And
on the bottom.
Uncle Owen keeps pressing the buzzer.
I
keep falling over. Yeah, that's it. Falling over.
And keep shutting down and rebooting, and it's great to have you back, mate. Shall we?
It's great to be here. Let's get the next idiot on.
Okay. This next person. Oh, what a guy! This said individual has produced today's show. What more can I say? It is the wonderful, the amazing. Not Brian.
If it goes wrong, we'll blame him. Evening chat, evening Brune, panel. How are we all?
All the better for having you on here, mate. Wouldn't be the same without you.
Too kind. Oh, it's funny, all the niceties come out when I actually start doing stuff for you again, Brune. I was like a pubic hair in the toilet bowl for the last year and a half, but it's nice to be back, Brune.
I don't know. I can hear my voice. Who's that? Okay. I can hear feedback. Okay, Brian, it's great to have you, mate. This is going really well. Okay. And last but by no means least, music is at the ready. Here we go.
If you can keep your round head when all about you
music.
I'll lose
that again. Wait.
Wrong music. Yeah, what fucking job, Brown?
I'll start again. Here we go. Shall I just bring you in?
Drop me off. Take me out.
Shoot you. Oh God. Oh God, this is going really well, folks.
There we go. Okay, here we go. If you can keep your round head when all about you are losing theirs, blaming it on your movie, if you can trust your script when all the man babies doubt you, but make allowances for the Russian bots and alt-right socks. If you can wait years for your trilogy and not be tired by waiting or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to the basement dweller haters, and yet still shit on Luke, ridicule Leia, and ruin childhoods. If you can dream to make the greatest Star Wars movie of all time, if you can think of a subplot worse than mine, you'll be pushed. If you can meet triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, yours is the franchise and everything that's in it. And which is more, you'll be a man baby, my son.
Me.
Well, there we go. But a Rudyard Kipling for you uncouth retrobates. Thanks for fucking that one up, Brown. I spent all day composing that, and you dropped some fucking Jay-Z shit on me, and I asked for rousing, traditional, inspiring, orchestral music, and you give me some fucking elevator tune. I don't know. Anyway, hello, man babies. Hello, panel. Hello, retrobates. Hello, man babies in the chat. Good to see you all. I do have some breaking news. I know we're late. I know you want to get into it, Brown. I've got some breaking news. Get ready for this one. I've watched Predator.
What?
I know.
What?
I've watched Predator. So
was it
you'll remember
Edwards interview?
You'll remember last week. Someone asked the question, I forget who it was, and I explained, I had it on the planner, all queued up and ready. Someone deleted the fucker. I managed to go on one of these dodgy Russian sites, download it. Had a bit of time the other night to myself. Got the old rum out, feet up. Okay, let's do this.
Pants down.
It's got subtitles. Okay, it's got some Chinese things over the top. No problem. I can deal with that. So I'm sat watching it. It's got a female and a male comes to the door, and I'm like, a strange opening. Where's Arnie? Where's this fucking dude with the dreadlocks? Anyway, 30 minutes in, we're still in some New York apartment. It's getting a little bit frisky, and I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? Turns out I've downloaded a 1997 movie called Sexual Predator, not the actual Predator. So, unfortunately, yes, I've not seen the real Predator.
Was that really worth that build-up?
Well, you didn't see the movie, mate. It got pretty good. Got pretty good towards the last act, a bit like Andor, but. Anyway, so we're doing 3 episodes tonight, aren't we, Brown?
Oh, yes. Yep.
Good. And then we've only got 3 left next week.
Yes, the final arc, yes.
Excellent. And then we can kiss goodbye to Star Wars forever. It's
gone after that. Well, it's gone anyway, but you know.
Well, look, you do the intro stuff. I'm already half cut, so I'll get it all.
Okay, let's get some stills up. Good evening, chat. We can see you very, very dodgy tonight, but we'll get there. Disney Star Wars Andor Season 2, Episode 789 West. Please like, share, subscribe. Poster. Yeah, poster. Yes.
Oh, wheat. Forgot about the wheat.
Yes.
Well, while we're don't go too fast, Brown, because we do need to establish, of course, the rules of the drinking game. Wouldn't be the same if we didn't get sloshed on a Wednesday night. So I'll leave you to last, Brown, because I always come to you and you dither and stutter and can't fucking think of anything. So I'll give you a little bit of time. Does put you at the disadvantage, though, of then other people taking the best ideas, but hey, that's how it goes. So we'll go first to my trusted friend, Swappers. And Swappers, before you even open your goddamn mouth, can we just give your channel a push? Star Wars Retold, just in 20 seconds, sell it to us, swappers. Tell the people what it's about.
It's a direct sequel to The Force Awakens in audio drama form with full cast, sound effects, dazzling special effects, amazing narration, and a great story that Ruin Johnson and J.J. Abrams never gave you. So if you're still feeling that need for a decent sequel to The Force Awakens and a sequel trilogy, then get over to my channel and listen to it in 20-minute segments. And
Can you post a link in the thing?
every week or so?
Yeah. He's effectively written me out of history. I shouldn't be happy about it, but it is very good. I've been listening along while I'm on the treadmill in the gym. Good swappers. Anyway, your drinking trigger for tonight, please.
I can't really think of many. I'm just going to go for the obvious one, and that's every time we get a blatant member berry.
Oh, could be drinking early tonight.
I'm going to get fucking hammered.
Cheers, Melvin. Retold link there. There you go. Cheers, Melvin. Nice.
Thanks, Melvin.
Just go there, give it the like, ring the bell, do all that, and then you can go back to it later and enjoy
Pants
it.
down.
Okay, Z, what we're going to suggest for a drink-related
Every single time this series violates established canon, and this arc is the most egregious for it.
Ooh. Okay, we're gonna have to appoint a pretty good drinks monitor tonight, Brown. So you get thinking about that. I'll give you two things to think about now. I gave you one song to play. You fucked that up. You fucked up Z's intros, calling him an astromech, suggesting he wasn't here last week.
God, I know. Sorry.
Brian, your drinking trigger, if you please. Oh, is Brian? Brian's gone. Okay. Brown, I've stalled about as long as I can. What are you going to say for us?
Take a shot.
He's back.
Whenever anyone is shot. There you go.
Oh my God. Mudcrab's having a dry night. Is he on the wagon?
Drink any time we fail to notice how brilliant the story is.
I'll just put my bottle of rum away. Brown, last and very much so least.
Okay. Anytime I see a spaceship that I want, I'm desperate for it to go pew, pew, pew.
But it doesn't.
Is that okay?
That'll do. Yeah, I mean, I'll just throw in take a drink. Andor is on screen, but effectively contributing absolutely fucking zero to the plot. We'll do that one as well. Okay, I think that's all the formalities done. At 10:30. We're worse than Man United, aren't we? We've got to get into it. Let's go. Let's get this spaceship on the road. Oh no! Whoa!
Drinks monitor.
Drinks monitor. Yeah, sorry. There's two things to do. Drinks monitor. Who are you choosing, Brown?
I'm going to choose. I'm going to scroll up, and I'm going to go.
Make it a good one.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Isn't he just subscribed? He won't have a fucking clue what's going on.
Enjoy the responsibility, my friend.
No, he knows. He's all up to date. Okay, that's good. Shenanigans, you're on Drink Watch. And let's get the Andor credits up, or the Andor logo. And then I do believe it's always my favorite part of the show. It's time for Zika.
Previously on Andor, Cassian assesses the chaotic rebel front on Gorman and uncovers an Imperial plot. He bravely trains the Gorman rebels for an attack on Imperial transports as the Empire plan to mine their planet to destruction. Mon Mothma balances her senator role and rebel support during her daughter's leader's wedding, and despite facing Imperial scrutiny, she secures rebel funding while countering Imperial propaganda about Gorman. Meanwhile, Luthen and Clea retrieve a spy device from Coruscant, uncovering the Empire's Gorman trap, as Wilmon is forced to work as a rent boy for crazy cat lady Saw Gerrera. Vel and Cinta reunite while supporting Cassian's mission, but tragedy strikes when Cinta is killed by a stray rebel's blaster bolt, and yet another space lesbian is killed by accident. If I had 10p for every time that happened, I'd have about 360, taking into account all the lesbians in the Acolyte, which isn't a lot, but it's enough to buy me a small caramel latte with squirty cream and a Freddo.
Oh, really? You can get all that for 360, Z? I want to go to wherever you go for your
Staff
coffee
canteen. Staff canteen.
place. Oh, okay, fair play. How much are Freddos now? Freddos pay you 50p for a Freddo now.
Yeah,
£3.59.
What?
Well,
bollocks. All we need is another lesbian to die then.
okay,
Fingers crossed this Vel.
let's get this show on the road. Okay, here we go. Lucasfilm logo, Star Wars logo. Yeah, need to be reminded of that because it's often not very much like Star Wars. Though we got some good Star Wars stuff. Whoa, take a drink, man, babies. Oh, take two.
Take a drink. Pew,
Take two.
Pew pew.
It's
No. Before we get into the Yavin base shit, this episode arc is set 2 years before the Battle of Yavin, and there is a lot happening at this moment in time. The Empire actually genocided Geonosis and it scorched earth for any trace of the Death Star's construction plans. Admiral Thrawn is currently on Lothal. Ezra Bridger met Saw Gerrera this year. The Mandalorian Civil War started, where Antilles defected from the Imperial Academy to join the rebellion, and Darth Maul tracked down Obi-Wan Kenobi on Tatooine for a final duel.
Wow. What
there
a
is
year.
shitloads happening this year.
We've got some very, very bad news.
Darth Maul
30p for a Freddo. You're joking.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, about par for the course. That.
You could see the decline in the British civilization by the price of Freddos.
Yeah, absolutely. What a year then. So what's this? BBY2? Yeah, BBY2. God,
and these temples here were built by the Masasi people who were enslaved by a Sith Lord 5,000 years ago.
What?
Wow.
Allegedly.
And so, yeah, I mean, obviously take a drink for the old member berry of Yavin, but also a couple of, sexy looking ships there. Well, a couple of X-Wings and something else in the middle. What we got?
Yes,
Another ship.
Another ship. Well, okay, we switch it up to Endor, I presume. I don't know. And well, look, I've got you lot think I come up unprepared. I've got some, we've had with Z-Cap, we've had what's going on in the world with BBY2. I thought that's a droid. I can actually bring you right up to speed what's actually happening in these scenes. So, Will is arriving at Yavin. He's been influenced by Saw Gerrera. Do you remember him? Played by the black dude with the dodgy eye. And Luthen. And they are... there's a degree of mistrust going on. And Luthen wants to know if he can still count on Cassian. This is what we're working towards here, folks. And obviously... Will's been working with the rebels on Dave Gorman, so that brings you nicely up to speed. He's actually
turned into quite the fully trained operative now, hasn't he?
He has, yes.
I mean, he was a bit of a no-hoper twat in the first season, but now his character's really come on and developed. I'm starting to like the guy.
Look at that puby hair, but we'll give him a pass on that one. Brown, we might as well go early. Snog, marry, avoid. Come on. Just don't think about it. Just go.
Okay. Avoid one in the middle.
Okay. Obviously, you like Diego Luna then. It's just how much you like him.
And marry the one on the left.
Marry the one on the left. So you're going to snog Diego Luna. He said it, folks. Yeah. He's happy with that.
Choice. Anyway, moving on.
Well, you could have just said no. You didn't have to do. So look, without giving the plot away here, but there's this Deirdre, is it Deirdre?
Deirdre.
Deirdre. Have effectively, Cassian's going to be on a. I don't know how far I've had. I'm skipping. I watched 3 episodes today. It's like, they're on the hunt for her, aren't they? It's gonna effectively. He's gonna
Take her out.
try and take her out. Is that right, Brian? Is that what we're aiming for here?
Yes. Also, she's been tracking what is known as Axis, which is actually Luthen, to try and find out where all her first assignment was to try and locate where all these missing weapons and stuff are going in from the first season. And she's kind of got this trail, but she's still trying to find out who it is. She doesn't know who it is, but she's getting closer, as well as doing her activities on Gorman, because she keeps interfering in everything. So the idea is to take her out. And also, she was instrumental in the death of Will's father. So that's an extra bonus if they can take her out.
Yeah. Can't let her get away with that one. I love the way we've got all this fantastic, unbelievable tech in Star Wars. They've got the shittiest looking iPad I've ever seen in my life. Big, thick fucking edging around it. And
I like it.
It just
gives a character.
Two-tone colours. Oh, God. I bet you the only game on it's Snake, isn't it? Or
Minesweeper.
So, a drink for Liam Neeson's one of Liam Neeson's bollocks there. But where are we here? Big circular kind of. It's the.
We're back on Gorman, and can you see that tower in the background? That Imperial armory that is looming over fucking everything.
Oh yeah.
It's like a sentinel watching down on the citizens, waiting for them to do something wrong.
Was there an attack on what building in the distance? Because it's on fire.
No, I think they've elected a new pope.
That's white smoke.
No, they've not elected a new pope.
Yeah, that's the bombing of the naval terminal. The news reporters are basically framing it as terrorist attacks.
Now,
are in place.
The one I'm going to put my cards on there. I'm going to put my Liam Neeson dong on the table here. I liked more than I'm comfortable saying in quite a bit in these episodes. One thing I didn't like, really didn't like this whole journalist reporting from the field, TV coverage thing. Did anyone else find that a bit jarring, or did anyone quite like it?
Yes.
Maybe. I don't like the gaudy costumes or the hairdos. If there'd been proper people in the studio in suits, I would have taken it a bit more seriously. But, it's all misinformation on the junk channels. So your normie in the other parts of the galaxy are all going to be thinking, those Gormans are a bunch of terrorists. They absolutely deserve what's coming to them.
Well, are they like the BBC? The BBC of Gorman.
Big black cock.
Yeah.
Well, this is Palmo Plaza. Can you see the smoke in the background there? That's Oldham in Manchester. It's all kicking off the Gaza and protests. I don't know. No, it's bombing of the naval terminal.
Yes.
So it's all hotting up a little bit here. And the news reporters I've just mentioned, not keen on them, but hey, they serve a device. They are framing the attacks as terrorism, and curfews are in place. So
there's a Bradley Walsh guy in the bottom right.
We'll
see him later on in the next episode.
Oh, yeah.
And if you notice, Cyril's actually started to dress more like the Gormans, like he's become assimilated into their culture.
Oh, good spot.
Which is in contrast to his Imperial look from previous arcs. It's like it's slowly progressed year on year. As he got with them in the previous arc, he's forged more of a bond with them than he has the Imperials. So he's collecting spiders now, and he's dressing like them. He's practically one of them himself now.
Mm-hmm.
Good spot. See, this I've got to say, I do. I've said something I don't like. One thing I do like is the practical effects. The sets and the costumes are fantastic in this show. I will say that.
Top draw production on this.
Yeah.
Probably the best, actually. Would you agree? Out of the stars,
I think so. I think that's where everyone says, "Oh, where the budget's gone," but I do think they really have.
Well, a lot of these are
spent
real
in.
locations, aren't they?
Mm.
I believe this is in Italy. Is an actual place, Kiko, Italy.
So this is one of those news reporters, and she got, instead of a camera crew, she's got a
A dish.
Yeah, floating dish.
Floating wok.
Wok. Where's Wocky when you need him?
He's in somewhere.
Yeah, brilliant. Melvin's not so keen on the costumes, berets and rain. Yeah, there's some very dodgy berets.
If you look carefully, there's a guy in a black and white stripy jumper with a bicycle and onions round his neck.
That is very distracting. All that
the costumes.
No, the kind of French resistance type berets and language we said last week. It's just it's annoying. I don't know if they're trolling us or I don't know. Just not good.
Oh, this is Dedra reporting back to Partagas, isn't it? This is the same comms room that Cyril was reporting to Dedra in the previous arc.
Yes, she's up to all sorts, isn't she, in this little trilogy of episodes. But yeah, she's promised promotion here. Easy way to a woman's heart.
Well,
what
she really wants to be doing is tracking down Luthen, not overseeing a small planetary strip mining facility. So she really doesn't like it here at all.
Gorman is a gift, Dedra. No, it isn't.
I don't want it. Take it back. Have you got the receipt?
You got a gift receipt, have you?
I'll take
little member Berry for Blockbusters on the background there. Do you remember that cracking old show from the was it 80s, 90s? Okay, here's Brownie, young Mr. Brown.
Yep. Skullets and all that.
This is what I imagine Brown's old fella looks like.
His penis.
Yes.
No, it doesn't.
I like this guy. I do like this guy. So he makes a really important speech here, and I'm going to bring Swappers in to talk us through this one. So Swappers, integral to everything that follows, to the plots, to everything that's come before. It's almost like the pivot point of the whole series. Swappers, just, if you would, please talk us through this important scene.
All I know is, right, this guy could have been a great stand-in for Ian McDermott to play the Emperor, I think. I'm not sure he could get the voice right, but stick a cloak on him. Perfect. That's all I care about.
And the speech Swappers, I mean, don't leave us on tender hooks.
Private chat.
Come on, Swappers, use the Force.
Use the Force, Luke.
Could you get off bloody B&Q, Swappers, and read the fucking private chat?
Major Partagas involved Dedra.
All of that? You're fucking joking, aren't you?
He's been reading scripts all day. Okay, we'll give him a pass, don't worry.
This guy's Major Partagas. Is that right?
Partagas.
Partagas.
Informs
Dedra that the Empire are pressing ahead with the mining of Gorman and their propaganda scheme due to the failure to find a suitable alternative to coat the Death Star laser. She is told that crisis specialist Captain Kaido will be arriving to ensure the plan will be carried out. He promises Dedra promotion.
Can I just point out something? Right, the stuff they need to get the Death Star finishes on this planet is going to destroy it. Yes.
Yes.
So what do they use on the second Death Star?
Oh dear.
Just
maybe they
lost
rushed
kill.
about with a
That's
large
cute.
bag. Well, do you know what? If you think of Rise of Skywalker, do you remember how intact the big fucking bit that held the laser
Oh,
was?
yeah,
Just-
yeah.
Probably
Well,
just
it's
the
for the
same
Death
one, just
Star
bolt it
laser.
back
The
on.
whole thing must have just survived and landed on a planet somewhere.
What?
Somehow, the Death Star laser returned.
Turned. Yes.
Put it together
Brown,
separately.
before we move on from this chap, and I do like him, by the way, great actor, great presence. Whose hairline would you sooner have, this guy's or Jude Law?
I think I'd rather have this one. This guy's.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Jude.
could come forward with this, couldn't you?
Yeah, Jude's is a bit too gone for my liking.
Oh. Okay, fair enough.
At
least
got
you
a
know,
couple of-
folks.
Got a couple of super chats. Should we do them?
Yeah, I noticed someone.
Yeah, this is great. This is a great way to start a Star Wars stream. It's the Phobos French Will Spot, $2. Thank you, my friend. Here's an idea. Let's cover Mobland instead. Not today. Cheers, mate. Intent matters. €5. How you doing, fellow retrobates? Pretty good. First time watching live. Glad I made it before you closed the doors. That was this week, yes. Oh yeah, 100,
6
yes.
places.
Yeah,
Only
doors
6 left.
closing in 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could always smash my back doors in if you wanted to.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah, thanks, Intent Matters. And yes, don't forget to pick up your Retro Bait t-shirts. All proceeds go to Ruins Trilogy. So, yes, look forward to that one. Okay, let's move it on. 10 scene here, isn't it? Deirdre and who's this chap called? Carl McLaughlin.
Zero.
Kyle MacLachlan. His real name is actually Kyle, believe it or not.
No way. She's playing him like a fiddle, isn't she, really? I mean, he's really...
Yeah, she's kind of forced to do that. She's not allowed to tell the dirty little secret she's got.
Yeah, but with each passing moment, he suspects more and more lies are being told to him.
Every day, more
it's
lies.
really great when he gets pushed over the edge.
Yeah, he's...
Question.
I mean, I don't want to... Oh. Well...
Too far. It's too far, that.
Too far, yeah. The way to... The way to measure it, common people, indeed anyone in the chat, I'll just give you a bit of life advice from Maroon here, is it's the distance from the tip of your elbow to the top of your penis.
It's a long way in my case, then.
If it's shorter than that, you can go for it. Yes, it was...
But let's face it, guys. If she'd offered a blowjob instead, he would have forgot about the whole thing in minutes.
How would I suck you off?
She's
all right.
She's 45. I had a quick look on internet.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, 45.
Yeah. I mean, are we meant to be shocked by that, Brown? I don't know.
I thought she was older.
Oh, older? Oh, okay.
Probably at 49.
Face like a bulldog chewing a wasp, Brown. In the interview, she's significantly better looking. It's just this dull, grey, miserable face.
Well, talking of dull, grey, and miserable, here's a couple of old miseries. So, look, this series should really be called Mothma, shouldn't it? I mean,
yeah.
Unless something incredible happens in the last 3, and I am just watching them, pacing it with these live streams.
This guy would make a mean young Dooku, don't you think?
He would, yeah. Good shout.
Sinister look about him.
Has anyone got a Dooku? You've got a Dooku in the locker, Brian?
I don't think so. I never tried. It's one thing I've never tried.
Oh, go on. Just go for it.
Oh, I'm below power these days.
Oh, no.
You
may get a Steel Saunders out. Yeah,
go on then. We'll take that. We'll take it.
Your swords, please, gentlemen.
Who is this geezer then?
Senator Dossie Orin from Gorman.
You know who he is, Brown.
No.
He's been advocating for the Gormans for years.
If only there's somebody for you to find out, Brown.
I know this because I've been watching the show, Brown. He's the Gorman senator, Dassi Oram.
What?
Yes, and he in this scene, he thanks Mon Mothma for a fantastic evening. He says, the wine was good, sex was even better. I found it slightly uncomfortable that your husband was sat watching us the whole time, but hey, each to their own. And good luck with the speech. That's how this scene goes. And all of a sudden, there's lots of man babies in the chat wish they were watching Andor now. But okay, now I mentioned at the start, I'm going to just call it as it is. Where it's good, I'll say it's good. And there's lots to applaud in these few series. But where it's bad, I'm also going to call it out. I don't know if the Drinker's doing this or who else. Who else is there? Mauler. What are the other ones, Brown?
Platoon?
Paul Joseph Watson.
Yes, Platoon's doing Andor on EFAP, isn't he?
Yeah. Because, you can't be so far up Andor's arse and fail to notice this is fucking ridiculous. I mean, this is so on the nose. It's just a joke. It's, as you said, Z. The stripy top, a row of fucking onions and a beret from. I mean, are they actually talking French, or is it a made-up gibberish which sounds like French?
It's a made-up language, but I know a little bit of French here and there. But I had to mute it. I had to. I've been hammering the Duolingo of late, so I had to actually mute this and read the subtitles to try and work out what I'm talking about.
Yeah, 99 man babies in the chat. Just one more, Brown, then close the doors. 102, kick two out, please. Last two, go.
Stephen John says it's the hello hello. We just hear the hello hello theme playing. Maybe that's why, because they're too young to remember hello hello. Hello hello, and they may go, fuck.
You're just waiting for one of the rebels to come up and go, it is I, Leclerc.
Clamp.
Good morning.
Now, borderline up the arse shot, but not quite. But if the hand was on the other shoulder, it might have worked. Yeah. But this is a strange old scene, isn't it? What's going on here? Anyone?
Well, this is the force healing bollocks that she's doing in Cassian's shoulder after being called over. And a scene that was quite eerily similar to Donnie Yen's character with Jyn Arsehole in Rogue One. The healer says that Cassian's an important messenger. And he kind of plants the seed in Bix's head about just leaving him to it. I hate the idea of the force healer. It's fucking why did Vader not do anything about it?
I quite like it. It's like the force is an energy field created by all living things that surrounds us, penetrates us, and binds the galaxy together. I mean, like the broom boy in The Last Jedi, anybody can access the force. It just takes practice. It doesn't mean that you have to be a Jedi or anything. Fuck's sake, they had children with the Force being inducted into the Jedi Academy when they were 5 years old. So people do have it and they can utilize it, but not to the extent of, either good or evil.
All right, I was talking purely about the Force healing thing.
Yeah, so was I. There's nothing wrong with being a Force healer.
No, if it's practice, able to be
anyone can manipulate the force, or if you're Sabine, you can pick it up in about 20 seconds.
But that creates a problem with Vader.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would Vader sit and why would he even use back to tanks if he could just get this all bent up together, fanny a rub, and they'd be fine?
Quick blowy with his remains of his.
Yeah. If it works for you, fine, but it doesn't. I don't like it.
Also, Duncan, which sounds a very Scottish name, strangely. Duncan Aldo and Duncan Aldo Redux says, "Man, you dudes are the very definition of Scottish." I've got two questions for Duncan. Firstly, does he think we're all Scottish? And secondly, what does he mean, the very definition of Scottish?
Is alcoholic? Is that what you mean?
Oh, alcoholic, unemployed, drug-addled. What else is there? Pasty, ginger, iron brewed up to the tits. What else?
Stuck in
a country next to a bunch of arseholes.
You're not that close to Iceland, Brian. Calm down.
Tight with money.
You're going to have to clarify that, Duncan. Tight with... Oh, hang on. We're going to lose Brian at this rate. Calm down, folks.
I'm going right off this chat that I've been praising for the last 4 years. Can we kick Drew Gordon for a start? Pack up your stuff, Drew, and piss off. All this fucking work I've done for you bastards, and I've got nothing but my own nationality destroyed in front of me. Fucking rats.
It's because they like you, that's why.
Dirty bastards. I don't even have a Melvin to defend me.
But the force healing works. His shoulder does feel better.
I know, but it's bollocks.
Yeah, it does.
I think.
No, it was his shoulder, not his bollocks.
Bum tish.
See what I did there?
Sadly.
Okay, well, is this guy a priest? Oh, what's going on? Or is that the...
No, he's dressing like a Gorman now.
Oh, that's the Gorman attire. Okay.
And he's gone for a secret meeting with Enza. And do you think he's got feelings for her over his dummy mummy?
Oh, I think so.
I think
From
so.
this slide, it looks a little bit as if he's wearing a 1995 Newcastle United home shirt.
I did like that Newcastle strip with the it was like a purple and blue. I can't describe it, like hoops. I don't know.
It's like a purple vein.
Purple vein. Come on, Melvin. You know the word. You know the words, Melv. Okay. Do you like these kind of? Is it mirror shots? Mirror shots?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rim shot. Money shot.
He's healed.
Yeah. Fancy bit of camera work. Is there? I mean, we need a mega geek here to talk us through this. But how do they capture a mirror shot when the camera's directly in front of the mirror? Is there a technique they use?
That's an angle. They're not directly in front of the mirror.
Oh, the angle is it? Okay.
He won't see his reflection. He'll just see the mirror, obviously. Did anyone else think this little scene was a slight rip-off of the Andor, Leia and Luke, Return of the Jedi scene?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, shades, yeah. Shades.
Even the music.
I did, I like these chill-out scenes on what seemed to be a very Endor-like environment, but...
I mean, their houses are built out of local materials. They're nice, rounded and structured. They've kind of got an organic feel to it. In stark contrast, you've got the Empire, who is cold, stone, large, and concrete.
Yeah.
Do they have a B&Q anywhere near? Swappers? B&Q?
Swappers, he's your man for that.
Did you see shells on the Death Star? No.
So we moved back to Yavin, I believe.
By the way.
Yeah.
I wanted to see pew, 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 pew,
X-Wings
pew.
there.
No, not having it. X-Wings.
Is that a what do you call it? Oh God, what are they called? U-wing on the right.
A U-wing.
What? Is that like
Bobby.
U-Haul?
Bobby Hall.
U-Haul.
Yeah, they're moving. They're moving.
Bobby
on.
U-wing.
You know what would have been cooler in episode 1 is if Cassian actually stole the prototype X-Wing plans instead. Because I believe in one of the legend stories that's how they got the X-Wings, is they stole the plans from the Empire.
Would have been much better.
It would have been much better.
Was there any point?
From a narrative point of view.
I thought we might have seen him stealing Shuttle Tidarian at one point.
It would have been cool.
Was there any point to episodes 1, 2, and 3?
Well, Brown, I was watching these today and I thought, why didn't we just get
Go straight to this?
A little bit of setup and just, honestly, go straight to 8.
Well, the first 6 episodes of the build-up, they implant a lot of vital information, which is important for the payoffs in episodes 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. But it is boring to an extent. I don't think the wedding scene, that a lot of what was said there could have been done at a different type of event.
Didn't need that at all, did they?
It didn't. But I think they wanted Mon Mothma to be raving like she was in 1997.
Yeah.
Well, it certainly worked because Brian enjoyed that scene. Yes.
Oh, look, it's Commander Draven in the previous scene.
Oh yeah, I thought I
Hmm.
recognised him.
He's from Rogue One.
Oh, right,
I also
nice,
recognised
nice.
him.
Move along.
Yeah. Two Fingers says
Oh,
the number of
yes.
slides last week, triple play was just right. More slides this week? No, I think we're tracking about the same, aren't we, Brian?
I can't remember last week. I think there's maybe about 20 plus more slides in this one, but
That's okay.
there's
It's a bank
whole
bank
load of
holiday
Gorman
weekend.
Massacre you can fly through. Doesn't need much commentary.
That's okay, folks. You all get an extra hour in bed. It's the midsummer adjustment time. So
When the
you
boat
get an
comes
extra
in
hour.
there,
So.
yes.
Okay. Couple of planets. And we're back in Dealey Plaza, aren't we?
Dealey Plaza.
And I'm going to continue my theme of things I like, things I don't like. I do like the how can we call them? Not
Dead
so
Squad.
effective. Yeah, the Imperial Guards or Imperial officers, but they're not very effective, are they? The kind of
Cannon fodder, essentially.
yeah, they're young and trained and inexperienced.
It's really weird because in the previous scenes you've got people arriving on Yavin and they all like enthusiastic, ready to get to the fight, and all these guys look like they want to do is slit their wrists with a rusty butter knife. They don't want to be here, not at all. I think a lot of them might actually object to what the orders they've got to carry out because they all know the plan.
And the chap on the right, I'm terrible with names, but thankfully I've been handed some notes. Captain Kaido, which is this guy. We go. See him from the front. He's quite like this guy. He's take a drink for who's the fucking drinks monitor? He's been useless.
Hey, speeder bike, remember Berry?
Yeah, I remember.
Remember Berry drink. Get on it. Yeah, I do like Kaido. He's got his scar. He's got his, dismissive.
He's like a not crap Hux.
Yeah, I like the guy.
Imperial look of superiority.
Apologies for some shenanigans. Come on, there's still time. Don't worry. Get it back. Don't worry.
That was
another member Berry. We're going to take that as a member.
See that little pattern on the bottom there? Looks like a DNA helix.
Just go back a second.
Go back.
Shouldn't there be a little bit more of a shadow of the speeder bike on the floor?
Well, it depends where the sun is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's raining. All right, moving on.
It's got a good question, and maybe someone can answer. What rank is he, and how does this fucking work?
what rank is who?
He's got one blue button and three red.
It looks like the lead singer. It looks like the lead singer of Simple Minds, circa 1986.
Ooh, alive and kicking.
Oh,
I know the keyboard player for Simple Minds, by the way, Brian. I know it's your one of your national treasures. Actually gigged with them, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah. Tell me a few stories about the boys and what they get up to. The old, hands up the kilts and. So we can't answer the question, I'm afraid. We don't know how the ranks work, but this guy's pretty captain. Yeah, Zee's clarified it there. He's a captain. Okay, DNA pattern in the floor.
I don't know what those are. Are they roads, or is that where they cultivate the spiders? Or has somebody knitted that?
It's like polytunnels.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Swappers, are you still with us? Or are you mid build? I know you've got still there, Swaps.
Yeah, drink. Yeah. It is a drink. Yeah, spaceship.
Yeah, why? What do you want?
I want you to read this from Flav, because Flav's got some impressive information which he wants to import, and I think you do a good do it justice. So if you would please, Swaps.
There's a flag in the Chinese register in the world of sport. Imperial officer badges indicate rank through a combination of colored squares and code cylinders. The color and arrangement of the squares are key indicators.
There you go. That's what a combo.
While Swappers is up, Swappers.
They're like the name badges at McDonald's when they got those little gold stars on them.
Yeah.
Empires.
Yeah, 3 red, 2 blue. I'm in charge of McNuggets today.
Swappers, you about, please?
There's common people who register in the check for 6 years pound in 99. Hey, Swappers, remember way back when, oh, for fuck's sake. Remember way back when I was a drinks monitor and the stream didn't fall apart? Smoother side. Smoother side.
I used to be a member of Star Wars Collectors Forum back in the day, Rebel Scum.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
And they used to, for the number of posts that you had, they used to use the little Imperial system. I think if you got to a certain number, you turned into the Emperor.
Oh, Christ.
Anyway.
So, we're in the, we can't call it the cockpit anymore, can we? What's the correct term? The gender neutral space module area. I don't know. And then lesbo scene.
I was just about to say lesbians.
Yeah. What's the distance there?
I need to buy Freddo.
I think they're just unfortunately out of the action distance.
Well, there you go. Connor Williams. Red squares indicate an army or infantry background. Blue squares indicate a background in Imperial intelligence, or in the case of the military branch or naval background. Wow.
Whoa! What does the old
mean that you're doing fries today?
What does the old rainbow colours represent? I saw one of them with that the other day.
God almighty.
I think Connor might be a cosplayer.
Oh, really?
Oh, here we go.
I mean, there was into all that cosplaying bollocks.
And the yellow squares indicate a background in engineering and technology.
Oh.
STEM.
Well, I mean, between Flav and Connor, we're absolutely we're in danger of imparting useful information on our audience here. I mean, this is very sobering. Okay.
Doesn't she name drop General Dodonna in this situation? This conversation. He's in the New Hope in Rogue One as well.
Can't remember, there's a few names. But she's basically there to question Cassian's commitment after his abrupt departure. Brown, what's the relationship between the lady on the right there and Von Mothma?
You mean Vel?
Brown.
I just thought she was she's the lesbian whose girlfriend was killed last week, isn't it?
Yeah, she has something else more significant.
Come on, Brown, you've got it in you. I have faith in you.
Look at the hair colour, Brown.
Daughter?
Who's?
Sister. Brother?
She is Mon Mothma's cousin.
First cousin.
Who has given up her privileged life and decided to become a tramp for the rebels.
What?
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, but she does say that we're not a bunch of maniacs running around Aldani, which indicates that they're a lot more organised and coherent fighting unit than 1 year ago. So the rebellion is coming on in leaps and bounds at this point.
They're still not, considering they had the Gormans behind them, their fashions aren't up to much, are they? Still.
No.
So we switched to a scene from Blade Runner. Very nice. And Who are these two young men?
Cassian
and
Cassian and Will
Cassian.
were discussing the assassination mission from Grand
Ah.
Theft Auto.
I was impressed how they've managed to find not one but two actors smaller than Diego Luna in this series of films. He's only like 5'6", isn't he? And somehow they found two real. I mean, we're talking. What's the dude off Game of Thrones? Size men here. Is it?
Tyrion Lannister.
Not close enough. Definitely not close enough.
Not close enough now. You know what I enjoyed last week, Brown? Hello,
The end.
I do enjoy the end. The Z cap at the end, favourite parts. No, I enjoy finding out about the chat. And remember, we did this thing where I don't know how the hell we got onto it. We found out everyone's height.
Yes.
Well, just while we're navigating these, let's just say, navigating these build-up scenes, wonder if we find out everyone's weight. Can everyone disclose the weight? And now look, before all you fucking Yanks start giving it the old poundage and kgs and all that shit.
I've not weighed myself.
Stones and pounds. If you don't know, go on to Google conversion. We want stones and pounds. No mud crab. I'm not having it. Brown's give me 175. He can fuck off as well. Obi-Wan Darkside's got the idea. 14 stone. Just have this image of a load of basement dwellers, and I want to know I'm wrong. Come on, folks. Put your. So hang on. What did Brown say? 175.
No, 13. I don't know. I'm guessing. I've not weighed myself in a long time.
Well, I'm just pushing 13 stone these days. What about Brian? I imagine as a Scot, you're quite a stout chap.
I didn't used to be until I did my cruciate ligament in playing football. And now I'm a quite horrendous Franco Walker, weight of 15 stone as well.
Oh, 15. Okay. Now I know Z's a big old boy, is Z. Not as in obese, but I mean he's got a stature on him. Z.
He's a big unit.
Big unit.
I am massive. I am literally a walking advertisement for the National Front. 6'5", bald and stacked. You want some?
What are you clocking in at, Z? You must be a good 16 stone.
I am 16 stone.
There you go. Where else have we got? 12 and a half for shenanigans. Flav, just a 10 stone one. 14, 15 stone seems to be.
Z's gone critical mass. Hold on, here we go. You're back.
Props to Carl Voigtlander. 160 now from 200 plus.
Nice.
Well done,
mate.
Yeah, good work, mate. Daisy is a rather Is Daisy a female or do we not know?
Daisy Blossom Flower
Feline?
Child. Say if they're 6'3", that's excellent. Or if they're say 5'2", got problems.
Oh yeah, you're pretty square. James wants to know is Z Greg Davies? That's how I picture Z. Funny enough.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, I don't have the belly.
Oh, he's got a six-pack. Okay, anyway.
No, I don't have that either. I'm a dad bod. You want to get this?
So, Mr. Bean checks in Cassian and recognizes him. And we think, therefore, he's part of the rebellion, don't we? Whereas the bitch next to him.
I think it's safe to say that he is part of the rebellion.
He is. He's seen as part of the rebellion at one.
We get a line, don't we, shortly?
Yeah, I mean, he pretends not to recognize Cassian, but he does tell him that his co-worker's a bit of a snitch and is going to rat him out. She's going to report him.
He says that, but in the same thing, he also says, "You know where it is," meaning I recognize you from before.
Yeah, I think that's the
Another way. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another way.
Carry your own fucking bags.
You bastard. You do a bit.
So he manages to snag himself a room overlooking the Dealey Plaza, doesn't he? Which is quite handy.
He does.
And he's preparing for... Well, he's preparing for an assassination, but I'm going to call it, folks. He's not very good at assassinating people, is he? Because I remember Rogue One, he was meant to assassinate that dude who was it, the girl's dad.
Galen Erso.
Yeah. And he didn't do that. And he basically fucks this one up as well. So, I don't know.
I really love his blaster briefcase. It's got all the attachments.
Really
turn it into a mid-range, long-range with bump stock and sights and everything. It's really cool.
Oh, Zee will be buying that one when it drops.
I bet there's going to be a HasLabs of this at some point.
Yeah.
Well, that does actually bring us to the end of episode 7, folks. So we're gonna close it down early for tonight, aren't we, Brown?
Good night, everybody.
We got 2 more episodes to go, man, babies. Brown, I need a top up. So, will you do the midpoint, or not the midpoint, the third way through points quiz you've prepared, and I'll go and get myself a drink.
Can do.
There's still one more slide left from
is there?
episode 7. There we go.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
There you go, Zee.
That's the
Beautiful
full range of accessories, isn't it?
Look at
Nice.
that. That is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Sexy.
Nolan's Bruce Wayne would be happy with that, wouldn't he?
He would.
Let me turn my brightness up. It's not bad, is it? Right, so that was the end of 7, yes?
Mm-hmm.
How did we, at this stage, how did we feel about what we were watching at the end of episode 7? Were we enthusiastic about the episode?
Well, this was the turning point for me, because after this episode, I was immediately had to put the next one on. It was ramping up, and I was starting to like it.
Yeah. I thought I was enjoying this episode, and yes, I felt the same, Z. That I really wanted to watch this next episode.
Yeah, it stopped being a chore and started. Oh, go on, let them cook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How did you feel, Brian?
Exactly the same. Although I did think it'd been getting better from episode 4 onwards. I didn't have the same aversion to it as I did think maybe the first episode was the one that really didn't hold my attention much. But I feel as if it started to get better or enjoyed it more from then on.
Okay, I'm going to do an episode recap. Swappers, how did you feel after this episode?
Dead inside.
You were going to bail at this point, weren't you? But we forced you to watch it, didn't we?
I'll tell you what, this attaché case does remind me of 1970s Star Wars toys when you have to partially assemble them yourself.
Oh, nice.
But apart from that, I didn't get any sense of really kind of feeling like it was much Star Wars. But, you know.
Okay.
Reminds me a bit of Megatron, the Megatron toy.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Okay, so I've got to do an episode recap. Andor has been given a mission to take out Dedra, yes?
Not given it, he's kind of done it off his own back.
Oh.
I mean, his ship was due to be fitted with hyperspace communication relays. But he said, oh, no, I've got to be somewhere, and he fucked off.
Andor also got force healed, didn't he, with his laser blast by this woman. And that's it. Woman!
I can hardly forget. So, we're in the Shea Brown boudoir.
Oh, yeah?
That's what your bedroom looks like, doesn't it, Brown?
It is, but that's a better view, I think.
Is it? What are you looking at? Just I'm imagining like loads of rundown terraced houses.
Houses on fire,
boarded up.
skips, rubbish, rats the size of cats.
Yeah.
It's a shame you can't enlarge that. He's got it in sniper rifle mode,
Oh,
and that's really cool.
yeah.
Nice
Beautiful.
long barrel on there.
See if I can do something.
Oh.
Oh no, I've lost all my icons off my screen. Oh dear, oh dear.
There
So,
you go.
look-
Got it on mine.
Oh, here we go.
Silence.
I thought something visual was going to happen. I don't know.
You wanted
Here
a
we go.
close. You wanted a close up.
Yeah, have you got some for us, Brian?
Oh, hold on then. Hold on.
Let's have a go. I may end up sharing a dirty video or something, but it'd be very neat.
I'm doing it. Oh.
Give us a bit of that.
Bear with me. Thank you, StreamYards. In your effort to make things better, you're making things worse. I've got to take the slides off the screen. Bear
Why
with
don't you
me.
just share my screen?
I can't.
Oh,
It won't
mine?
allow me. It won't allow
Oh.
me to. I've got to. I've got to remove the slides. Never used to do this before. I've got to remove the slides and then share.
Oh, there we go.
So that's it, fully assembled.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
Lovely jubbly.
I mean, what you can't see here is bring it back for Christ's sake. What you can't see.
Okay, window there. Share.
Well done, StreamYards. This is going really well.
StreamYard, you've fucked us up here. Make it easy for us. What you can't see, folks, is he's actually full Hugh Edwards on the bottom off. That's how he likes to do his shooting. Pants down, one eye closed, and yeah. But can I just give a little? Where is he, Franco? Franco, you're absolutely on the money. Andor's taken up to the end of episode 7 to do something.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he doesn't actually do what he's planning to do here either, does he? So, oh, God. Anyway, thanks for that, Z. So, this is like the green room. When we come into the green room, we see Brownie with his hair slicked back and his.
I like how they're using CRT monitors. I do like this. Keep it.
Yeah, the old 4:3 ratio.
Yeah, I do like this.
Wish we got a little bit more Krennic, but okay. So okay, we're back to Deirdre. 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 Expressing concern about the landing of mining equipment and major
Partagaz.
Major
Partagaz. He's basically just tells her, shut up, bitch. The plan's already underway. I do like, again, the theme of what I like, what I don't like. I do like the scheming ways of the Imperials in these episodes. It's exactly what I expect of my Imperial officers. Yeah.
Old school villains.
Not a flattering shot of Deirdre there, but hey.
No.
Daisy likes the old school holograms. Can't deny that. I do miss those. And oh God, don't.
She has 3 blue.
Yeah, one for each porno.
I thought I'd say one for each hole.
Hang on, how's that possible? Oh, hang on,
Welcome
yes.
to the mind of Brian.
2 nostrils and a mouth.
Move along.
What about her ears?
Belly button. Ugh.
Oh yeah, and just
ITV.
there's something I like, there's something I don't like, and it's if it was a fleeting scene of a news reporter, I'd maybe just go, ugh. But honestly, they relied on it far too heavily for the exposition. I thought I didn't like it. Did anyone like it? Am I on my own here? Or?
No, I didn't like it either.
No, we don't like that.
Wasn't needed, if anything, but there you go.
Hmm.
What wasn't needed?
The news.
The news, courtesy of Bradley Walsh.
But it's the intergalactic news which is feeding lies about what the Gormans are doing. It's turning the galaxy against them. So gives a green light for the Empire to do whatever the fuck they want like there. And everybody will just go, well, they had it coming. You can see the parallels between what's happening in the those two places that keep fighting each other all the time. I don't want to say it.
England and Scotland?
Yeah, that's them. Yeah, on a Saturday night.
Liverpool, Everton.
Anyway, good to see Bradley Walsh. I mean,
this little bit. A small comment about this little bit.
Yeah, go for it.
He's been told that all Imperial employees must report to the IOC building for their safety to get them out of the road. But it kind of gives the game away here because the IOC building is the Imperial Occupation Command, which is that hasn't happened yet. So it's kind of giving the game away.
The dark side of the Wookiee says he's talking to a hovering Robowalk.
Yeah, just to skip back there. Wookiees, what a few episodes this is for Wookiee. It's really good stuff. Swappers, let's bring you in. You're a man of fashion, Swappers. I've seen your Instagram. What do you make of the black stripe and the white priestly collar, almost like? What do you make of that? The kind of thing you'd rock it in a the old what do they call it? The 80s retro bar in Leicester on a Saturday night.
What would I make of this apart from a bonfire? Probably, I don't know. He looks a bit like he's out of a Kraftwerk video, doesn't he? Something like that.
We are the robots.
Yeah.
The guy with the tash from Soft Cell.
No, Sparks, you mean?
Yeah, Sparks.
Yes, sorry,
Sparks, great band.
I don't know what they're thinking there in the production department for this.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us.
So this is where things start to turn for this guy, isn't it? Because he sees the barricades being assembled and starts to realize the Empire are setting a trap, aren't they? For the
It's starting to dawn on him, isn't it?
I like this guy as well. This guy on the right.
Really, really good. That's his daughter there.
Yeah. Just connected with me. I didn't have a lot of scenes, but the ones he had were really made an impression.
Sold it.
And here we go. I mean, honestly, this felt full Les Miserables. This whole section is very
Les Miserable.
They do look like they're singing there, though, don't they?
There was far too many of them smiling.
Yeah, I did have a problem with some of the extra work in the background, actually, Brian. That's a good spot.
Well, what doesn't help is a lot of them are holding, like the guy in the middle there with his, they're holding air horns, but they all look like guns.
I thought that was a watering can.
It could be. I thought they were making air horn noises.
Very good, Mud Crab. Mud Crab's on for the comments of the night there. I like this from Stephen, to be honest. But hey, they're protesting now, folks. You know, we're talking about distance. That's by the laws of attraction, you're permitted to go in for the kiss at that distance. It is permissible by law.
He's not happy with him.
Yeah, but then if you look at the noses, Brown, they are definitely within the 15 centimeters there.
They are.
So you could plant one on if you wanted to. That's perfectly fine. And obviously, if you're the recipients, you do have to go with it. That's also part of the, the law. But Does this remind you of your cinema date at the Tutor, Brown?
Oh, yes, whatever. Yes, whatever.
Oh my god!
He's really a friend, doesn't he? He shouts at him, "What is it you've been sent to steal from us?" And at that point, it's just sinking into Skirrell's mind. Oh shit! This is bad news.
Yeah, he's well, look, I don't want to give it away, but I felt a little bit sorry for him in the end. I mean, he just
Has he been played? He's been
He's
played.
been played
yeah.
by the organisation he works for and his partner.
His whole world's starting to cave in, and he's still quite in denial at this little bit.
Brown, you don't have much to do during the daytime. Could you Photoshop this? Get rid of the distance between these two chaps. Just get the lips locked, and we'll get that shit on Twitter and tell everyone, "Oh, this gay shit on Andor. I'm sick of it."
Okay,
come on, Brown. That's how you get some traction. Come on. Okay. Back to the Death Star, and we've got Deirdre and
Captain Kado.
Captain, yeah, that one.
He's just reminding her of the chain of command.
Yeah, don't get out of line, Deirdre. Know your place, woman. Do you think the Empire has, like my company and many others out there, do you think they're committed to making 30% of their executive team women and at least 50% of the workforce women and ethnic minorities? Do you think they're
Oh, you mean not employing not employing the best person for the job?
No, you have to be equity, Brown. It's called these days, I believe. Yeah.
I like what he says to her here. I'm the trigger, you're the finger.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the gun is loaded. We're about to shoot them.
Question for my fellow retrobates. Did anyone get romantic undertones in this scene, or was it just me hoping for some action?
Just you, mate. Sorry.
Okay.
Sure.
Closet.
The long, lingering look. Not even when they held hands briefly?
No, I get a kind of, I will say this only once energy from that little scene.
Okay.
And this is where the guy says rebellions are built on hope.
It is.
And that's the line that Cassian repeats to Jen Erso, and the one that Jen Erso repeats to the rebels on the attack on Scarif.
Nice.
Yes. There we go.
So all came from Mr. Bean.
Yeah. All right, Alex, I'll hit the ice. I've got to say, watching this, especially when we get towards the scenes with K2SO, really did hype me up for Rogue One. Still not worn off on me, that one, Rogue One. Still enjoy it, but a bit of Disney show for that.
It's really hilarious that when you consider how much development Cassian's had over the 2 seasons of the show, that he plays second fiddle on the Rogue One poster to Jyn Erso. And he's just a little man in the background.
Have you noticed the Disney Plus order just now? I never thought I'd see the day, but Cassian is front and centre.
Really?
For the Rogue One.
Really?
Film. No,
Have they changed it?
They have, so people watch it because they're digital.
Swappers, are you available, mate? Please. Oh, sorry.
All right.
Hold on. Here we go.
What is going
Ruin,
on?
stop pressing.
For the name of the Lord.
Go on, Swappers.
Well, Mog in the chat with Ren just says, "Love me, you bell boy."
You mean Bellend boy?
Oh,
Bell boys and bell ends can't beat it.
that's why he's here, folks. You don't get this on EFAP, do you, Brown?
No.
So we move back to the Dealey Plaza, and
the office.
The crowds are congregating, aren't they? And this chap, what's his name, Brian?
Cyril has just been
Cyril.
walking past
Yeah.
Cassie without noticing. He's just been ushered to safety by the officers.
Yeah, he gets kind of makes his way through the crowd, doesn't he? And then he's recognised, so he's allowed through. Again, thing I liked. Did anyone else feel the stormtroopers had real presence, had a bit of an aura?
Yeah. It's nice that for once they're not treated as a joke, like Taika Waititi in the Mandalorian. Obviously, had the speeder bike guys not hit a damn thing with their guns, and they just became a joke. When the first Star Wars movie, these blast shots are too accurate for sand people. Only Imperial stormtroopers are that accurate.
It was really Empire and Return of the Jedi that sent it down that path, didn't it?
But now they're an actual threat again, and that's really cool.
Much better. And the music, the sense of foreboding over this, because we know what's going to happen, and it just kind of it drags it out in a good way. I thought the pacing was just was perfect in this episode.
Spot on, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it really was.
For me, there wasn't a boring moment in it. I was glued to this right the way through.
I'm happy to say
me immediately going to episode 9 was the fact I had to go to work.
The music was really good in this episode as well.
Yeah.
It felt like it kept pitching up, didn't it? Like it was building throughout the episode. Yeah. So
it reminded me a little. Sorry, Brian, you go.
Welcome
to... When you go.
No, go on. I'd finished.
It reminded me slightly of the music that they played for the Joker's bank robber scene.
Yes, good shout, Brian.
The start of the Dark Knight.
Yeah, just kind of creates that tension, doesn't it?
Oh, look, they're coming in now. Stephen John, you sound like...
no, Stephen. Oh, I'm so torn over here, Stephen. By the way, folks...
No. There's liking one series does not equate to us loving shit like The Acolyte or Obi-Wan Kenobi, for fuck's sake. Yeah, this is great, but we're not all going to go back and watch Skeleton Crew, are we?
Melvin bailed after the old Bellboy stuff, and... Bellboy, Bellend. I noticed he was straight off after that. So good night, Melvin.
Have we always said that if they do a decent episode or something decent, we will praise it?
We have, Brown, and I'd like to think that's what makes us what we are. If
you go back and re-rub on the previous arcs on this, we've said some scathing things about this series due to its pacing, and for fuck's sake, the end of arc 1 when you had rock paper scissors. Do me a favor. There was some narrative choices which are just inherently stupid, and there's some law breaking stuff in this, but we'll get to that later.
For the record, I'm still got problems with some of these episodes, but by God, compared to the earlier episodes and compared to most of the rest of the Disney shite, this is leagues above. But
it was genuinely, it was just good to watch something that we were enjoying
that you didn't immediately hate.
Yeah. It was like an oasis that had just appeared for.
Tuesday is going to be the day.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, O'Brien. We still did have fucking French resistance, lots of singing.
There is caveats.
There's lots of caveats. We'll call it as we see it, folks. We'll call it as we see it. We've got a super chat from my old mate, Common People, who says, "Hey, Ruin, remember way back when we watched Mog TikTok videos?"
Yeah. Very good.
Sexy boy times. Oh my God. I don't know whether that was a high for the channel or a low for the channel. I can't work out which. It was one or the other.
At the same time,
it was great because I thought Mog was a role he was playing, but that's actually him.
That's actually Mog. Yeah.
It was better than watching the show, wasn't it?
And he's in the chat as well. So yeah, everybody's a winner.
Now again, the risk of sounding almost shill-like. When he walks into this room and all the Have they got a name for these droids, Z?
KX security droids.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you, Z. Yeah, when they all turn to look at him, I just honestly almost chills. You know, I mean, I'm a sucker for K2SO. He is one of my favorite droids of all of Star Wars.
Does anybody know who designed him?
Probably Doug Chang.
Okay.
So what you could have done is you could have asked in the private chat, and then we could have googled it, and then you could have asked the question, and then we could have said it as if we all knew. Because aye.
K2SO's visual design in Rogue One was a collaborative effort within Industrial Light and Magic. The concept artist and digital artist, including Landis Fields, worked on creating the droid's look. There you go.
I was just going to say, I was just going to say that. Yeah. Didn't need to Google it. Yeah.
It was on the tip of my tongue.
But just there alone, these are supposed to be peaceful protests, as far as Cyril's aware. And now you've got a room full of KX security droids who are, well, from previous experience, they're not nice, are they?
Yeah, and you see the expression on his face when he walks in and sees it.
Yeah.
Although having said that, he kind of keeps that expression for the rest of the episode, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does actually. Yeah. And you know, I just want to put it out there. This is how highly I hold the K2SO in great esteem. In the whole of Star Wars, he makes it number 4 in terms of my favorite droids. My top 3 being C-3PO, present company accepted, and I'm not just because she is here. I've always been a sucker for Z. R2D2 number 2.
I know you're number 1.
I've just said it.
Number 1. No, you said number 2 then.
No, I'm not going backwards. Z's number 1.
Hema droids. It was funny in my mind. Sorry, it was funny in my mind.
Nice work, Swappers. Nice one.
Gonk is my number 3, and K2SO is number 4. Oh, brilliant. That is absolutely... I can't believe it.
Needs tongues.
Closer swappers.
You will Photoshop it. You will see. They will make tongues.
Sorry, Brown. Sorry about that, Brown. Can we? Am I just shilling for K2SO? Is anyone else?
Yeah, you're shilling hard.
Oh, I love the dude. I mean, does anyone else have him top 5, top 10?
Yeah, absolutely. He absolutely steals the next arc.
Yeah, does he?
Yeah.
Oh,
there's some
brilliant.
The head and the eyes and the way he's kind of got a stoop neck.
Yeah,
it's very good.
Everything about him.
It's very good.
They gave him a personality. You know, he's one part, you know, imposing and threatening. The other part a little bit, as Fat Joe says, sardonic. Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah. I can't get enough of him. Brilliant.
Isn't it? Is this previous version was SM-33 and Skeleton Crew?
It's me.
That wasn't a fucking pirate droid.
The pirate droid.
Ruin, Master Ruin.
Looks almost exactly the same.
Yeah, you're right.
This is a great shot.
Yeah, good shot. Good shot. Great. It's great to see real stormtroopers, and you know they look great. They look imposing. Yeah, love it. I think what they did well here is they used those kind of not very well trained young Imperial officers as the, like you say, Brian, the cannon fodder, and therefore the stormtroopers got a little bit more of a pedestal to work from. But
and
look at that.
They hit what they're shooting at.
They do. Just one more time, if you didn't see it.
It's just sad, really, because how far Star Wars has fallen. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. When you think like, we get something like this and we nearly wet our pants over it. Yeah, it's
Yep.
just yeah.
Well, we've got some kind of decent stuff here, but so cheer the fuck up, will you? The only decent Star Wars we've had in years in this little
I know.
episode here. So let's
I know.
cheer up. Cheer it up a notch.
I know, and I've got to say, yeah, I just want to make it clear, personally. First 6 or 7 episodes of Andor for me have been pretty much a fucking snooze fest, but then it just picked up pace, really intense, and as Z said, it just had me gripped. Really,
Yeah.
we're into episode 8 now, aren't we? Yeah. This particular episode I thought was fantastic. With
the stormtroopers coming up in front and down the stairs behind, all the protesters are kettled in. They can't go anywhere.
Mudcrab just pointing out, we do seem to have a short stormtrooper.
Oh, yeah. Like Jimmy Cranky, yeah.
We don't discriminate on height at the Brown Lions channel. Yeah, so well points out, Zee, they are all kettled in, aren't they? And yeah, it's all you know where it's going, it's going to kick off, and he drags it out really well. Yeah.
Here you go, Atom Grey Wrenched. Hello, Atom. I hate myself for getting excited over real stuff. I'm not the only one, mate.
Now, this is a slightly disturbing scene, wasn't it?
This is the scene where Drinker and Co. were just coming in their underwear the other week when they were on an open bar with us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Go on, Brian.
One of the points I made in an earlier stream, I couldn't make it because I didn't want to give the game away. But this scene, I think, becomes so much more effective because they've got him as such a cuck previously.
Yeah,
I know
very much
to do that.
And
But if
when
he
he
was forceful but he's not. He's just been a bit of a fan, a bit of a wet blanket the entire way through, and then you see his entire world is falling down, and he's confronting the person who's fucked him over, and it was bizarre to see, especially under Kennedy's tenureship. They would have that kind of scene.
It was such a breaking point when he says, "You tell me it's a room, and I'll throw you out that window." I believed him.
Yeah.
Let's not incriminate an ongoing court case.
Yeah, it's still a live case, that one. Can I just post this one up? A little bit long for it, but look, I think he nails it here. It's our old mate, and he says, "I'm glad it got good and that the panel enjoyed this, but I'm not willing to invest the hours into getting this payoff. I might have done in the past, but I'm over Star Wars after the previous shite."
It's good on your phone.
You know what? 100% agree with
110.
you. Yeah, couldn't agree with you more.
If we weren't doing these shows, I don't think any of us would be watching it at all.
No,
Yeah.
and this is the shame of it. We've had so much shite fed to us, including some of the Andor episodes, unfortunately, that we shouldn't have to wade through hours and hours of shite to get to the good stuff.
But even so, as good as this was, it still takes Star Wars in a direction that I don't really like. There's a lot of ignorance is bliss in Star Wars.
Well, I mean,
like it.
that's kind of in the eye of the beholder. I mean, what is real Star Wars? Is Endor Caravan of Courage real Star Wars? Is the Star Wars Holiday Special real Star Wars? Is the game X-Wing versus TIE Fighter? Is the Thrawn trilogy of books Star Wars? I mean, they're all set in the Star Wars universe and involve different elements from the galaxy that has been built. So it really is, I think, qualifies as Star Wars.
I'm not saying it does. I'm just saying from our own personal point of view. I mean, for us growing up, especially, I'm mainly a fan of the films. See, I don't go into it the same way as you go into it. But to me, Star Wars was the first film. And anything else was a sequel or a prequel or a spin-off. And this is a spin-off show from a prequel, which a prequel movie that I kind of basically consider the kind of glorified fan film. And I don't mean that as a as an insult. I just never saw even Andor, Rogue One, the Star Wars, as much as I enjoyed it. But it's entirely subjective, and I think a lot of the younger lads that watch it will see it very differently if they're growing up in an environment where they had the Clone Wars and all these other shows and stuff.
I mean, it is a big world. Big galaxy,
Sorry, I just saw a chat from Stephen John there. All right, there, Cassian.
You're under arrest.
That's a great uniform, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
He's in season 1 on Ferrex.
I like this guy.
I like this guy. Yeah.
Duly noted, sir. Problem free. I could have done a bit more of him.
Let's bring Swappers in, mainly because I want to see his avatar again, but also because I feel like if he's going to contribute, it's going to be something like this. Here you go, Swappers, in your best French accents. Take it away.
Common people, yeah? Okay. Common people in the chat with a wrench. Allons, enfants, de la partie, le jeu de gloire est arrivé contre nous de la tyrannie, le ténor de Segland est lève. And that's supposed to be to a tune, but I have no idea what it is.
He didn't let us down, did he? There you go, Con people. I think you owe us some money for that one. That was super chat worthy. That was brilliant.
Can we see some fingers and Daisy in the chat for common people? We've not seen any today. That's the members, please.
I don't know what that
fingers
means.
and Daisy, please.
So we get thrusting of fists. It's like some kind of pro-Palestine thing, this, isn't it? And well, look, they're all kettled in, aren't they? It's like the Easter Sunday massacre. It's gonna kick off. Good God. And then there's always one fucker, isn't there? Just just takes one moment. And what's he throw here? It's like a bottle or a.
I can't remember if it was I think it's just a bottle, but there was lots of those Molotov cocktails cutting about at one point as well, because it hits one of the poor Z Squad members. And some other guy throws at them at point blank range, but I can't help but think it was the same scene that was shot from two different angles. But it really kicks off because of the
Yeah.
Because of Daisy's fingers.
Yes.
Do you know there's actually about 350 people in this scene?
Wow. That's a lot to manage, isn't it?
All with their own costumes. Think about
Really?
that.
Damn.
You know, when you're wondering where all the money went, that's a lot of it.
Maybe they could just have gone to France and saved themselves a fortune.
Yes, but then all of the crowd would have been French instead of pretending to be French.
What's the fun in that? Sorry, Brown.
That was shot in Italy, though, in the plaza thing, wasn't it?
I know. We're just having a laugh. Do you remember having laughs back in the day?
No, it's been a while.
Been a while, lad.
Okay, here you go. Universal. Hello, my friend. Andor 2 broke the new record for the least and lowest viewed Star Wars Disney Plus show. It was fuck.
No, are you joking? I thought it. Oh, I don't know. I thought it was doing really well, but oh god,
Star Wars truly is fucked.
We're lost. Well, look, here's some good news for you, Brown. Common people, our friend with the googly eyes, for £6.69 says, "Here you go, Ruin. Make sure this makes it to a charity of Bruin's choice. What would be your charity?
No chance.
It's
Straight out of speculation.
Yeah, it's the charity begins at home.
That's not. Is that a registered charity, Brown?
The pot noodle fund.
I've got a spicy curry pot noodle ready to go. Yes.
Have you cracked open those Fosters, Brown?
Yeah, I'm going to get another one in a minute.
All right, you've already had one. Jeez, pushing
I
the
didn't
boat
realise
out.
Brown was on the bevy.
Yeah,
He's on the bevy and he's
well,
still a miserable bastard. You think I may have cheered up a little
Fuck
bit?
off, Brian. Universal, 179 million per episodes. What? Skeleton
Jesus.
Crew had 245 million.
Wow,
That's views.
that's really depressing, actually.
Fuck.
Look, I feel bad. Brian did all the production. He prepared some notes for us. He's he's managed to get this show three episodes into
Amazing work,
slides of one. Honestly, such a fantastic job. And we shit all over his home country. So just to even the keel, when you think of typically English, what do you think of, folks? So we'll see what comes in the chat, Brian. And we'll try.
Okay, I know. English teeth.
Don't get me started, English teeth. Especially if you're a
teeth.
big fat bastard American. Don't even start with the English teeth thing. So we have a sniper that we're going to keep an eye on what comes into the chat there. I'm only joking. If you're from the across the pond, I love you all.
If we had 12 episodes of this quality,
I know.
It would have been absolutely banging.
I know.
Mind-blowingly
Unbelievably good. Unbelievably good.
Although you would think that the sniper who was taking the shot wouldn't have a nice big fat Imperial logo on his lapels.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's more to tell the viewer. Make sure the viewer knows who's shooting.
Fair enough.
Rather than, yeah.
The Scotland got a fair old kicking earlier. All we've got so far is tea drinking, buttered muffins, Morris dancing. Oh,
And Savile.
Savile.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No,
Boats.
Oh, Manuel, can we get that wrench off, man? Shove that wrench as far up Manuel's arse as it will go, please.
Do you know what I really hate the Americans say about the English? And I'm not even English, but it annoys me. It's that Tuesday, CHEW. Whenever the Americans say Tuesday, especially Californians, I just hear them saying,
Oh,
Tuesday, dial is you.
Oh,
It's Tuesday, innit? There we go. That's common people. Tuesday, innit, mate? I'm not even English, and that fucking winds me up.
Oh, the water.
That's Brown's favourite festival, the Cornwall Sister Shagging Festival. R2. I thought you were one of us, R2. God, okay. Okay, always with the T thing. Yeah, sniper. And really, this is the if you'd like me to get historic on your horses, it's the Gavrilo Princip moment, the trigger of World War One.
Does he shoot his own
the
person
assassination
on
of
purpose?
Franz Ferdinand? This is the moment.
He shoots his own person on purpose.
He does. Yeah, that's the plan.
If he shot one of the protesters, it wouldn't have a blind bit of difference because they've still got them surrounded. If he offs one of his own deliberately, it looks like the Gormans did it, which justifies all of the Empire's actions against them from this point onwards.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why they're all there to die, essentially, aren't they? Yeah. I must admit, the next shot is just this is exactly what if I was an evil rat, this is the first guy I would shoot at the protesters here. Oh, the next shot.
Yeah.
Oi, you!
Oh, get him off that memorial, you fucker. Get down.
Yeah. It looks like he's holding a gun.
We've got another super chat, Brown. I think
there's a couple actually. Shall we just?
Oh, is that? Yeah, you do them and make sure they get the money's worth, Brown. That's all.
Okay. Mega Spider-Man wrenched €5. What Star Wars ship / space station would be the most creative design for a cake? Swappers, you're on with stuff like this.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Put Star Wars.
Kippers.
Oh my god. Creative design for a cake. You know what? I wouldn't necessarily say space station, but those Trade Federation ships in the Phantom Menace would look pretty good. You know, the big circular ones.
Yeah.
With the big
what about
orb in the middle?
What about the bombers from my movie, The Last Jedi? That could make a nice cake, wouldn't it? Or the pointless, tastes like shit. Doesn't fucking work as a cake, It's just,
I would have the crashed Death Star from the Rise of Skywalker with a little 1-inch figure of Rey looking through the night.
Brian, have you got something you'd like to design as a cake?
I'll go with the Tanta V because I think you could probably take 2 polystyrene cups and stick them both together for the front, but that's off to a flyer.
I'd have those, those salt skater things in your movie.
Oh yeah, you like those?
I'd have those on a cake made of pure salt.
Oh, a salt. Oh, right, okay. So rather than a sugar coated cake, you'd have a salt cake. Okay, innovative. Fair play.
Enough of this nonsense. Let's get back to our kill box.
Oh, what a shot! Thanks, Sly Jester. By the way, hang on.
There's one more to do.
Yeah, there's one more to do. We've got. Sorry, who is the previous?
Okay, I'll do this. Sly Jester wrenched $5. Thank you, my friend. You may refer to us Americans as Yanks, but I'm from the South, which makes me a rebel, and this rebel is on the 6th pint, so catch up, you limeys.
Oh,
we know that, we just don't care. That's the difference. We don't give a
fuck. Hey, rebellions are built on hope, aren't they, Sly Jester?
No hope.
6 pints, I've necked off a bottle.
I did like this. Go on, Brian.
On you go, you're taking to the stream. I was going to go off on a tangent. So
no, I liked it how we saw women getting blasted away.
Yeah,
really?
Another Kathy wasn't here type.
Yeah. Moment. Not a Hollywood thing. Men killing women on screen, not allowed. But this was good.
This particular shot is if the Wilhelm screen was an image.
Yeah.
Actually, there's another contender for the Wilhelm screen being an image, which we'll see later on. She's surrendering already. Very French.
Yeah.
The right answer.
Hey, is that a swastika on the left?
Oh God!
No, just pleased to see you
on the flag there. What looks a bit German.
Yeah, a little bit. It's all getting a bit feisty in the chat. Durkey McDurkey face says American beer like cat piss, but more embarrassing. We don't know he's drinking American beer. He could be drinking Australian beer, even weaker. And this guy, is he freezing up a little bit here?
Shocked, isn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely in shock.
It's like Brown when the shooter reached the cross and placed his hand on his thigh. Imagine that expression, Brown.
I mean, after encounter with Dedra, his adrenaline is pumping like fuck at the moment.
Stormtroopers actually doing shit, which is great to see.
Shoring the skull.
Yeah, they take, they lose a couple, but they give it back, don't they? They're actually not just cannon fodder. Did we know Manuel was Bavarian? I think he...
No.
Yeah, he does trump us all on the beer front then. Well done, Manuel.
I knew he was German. I think he's mentioned it a few times in the past. So I loved all the camel coats.
Oh, you like those, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, man at C and A, Brown, back in the day.
Camel coats, yeah.
Man's got no head. The headless sniper.
Oh,
I like that. That was a beauty.
What a shot. Brilliant. Yeah, it was just a great scene, this, wasn't it? It's just You were waiting for it to kick off when it did. Wow.
And that's them realizing that they can't get out. They've been blocked.
Yeah.
That previous slide.
There you go. Yeah. All exits blocked. And it just gets better and better, actually, doesn't it? I mean, Cassian is in here somewhere. We're going to see him shortly. But...
Yep. There's Will.
Just explosions and people dropping left, right, and center.
Very few people are getting out of this alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does feel like a bit of a massacre, doesn't it?
This guy's got to be the LVP of the team, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Everything he does, and he gets away with it. Every single thing he does, he fucks up.
Yeah, he started the song off, didn't he? And I thought, oh, he's going down pretty early, but no. Oh, God, that smug face. Just
Oh, yeah. You can just see a little smile cracking out the corner of his mouth.
Yeah.
He's enjoying this.
Reflection as well.
Yeah, spot on, Brian. Yeah. Reflection of all the fire, the burning, the carnage. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. It's almost got that, I don't know, Battle of Culloden English kind of half fucking hard about him, hasn't he? I don't know, it's just beautiful. Laughs in English, as the meme goes.
Laughs in British.
The British, yeah. Just don't flash your teeth, oh boy. You'll be fine. Yeah, so we've losing a few stormtroopers. One in particular has taken quite a pasting her, but I don't know. It just if my only perception of stormtroopers was from this episode, honestly, I would think they're fucking badass.
Sinister. Yeah.
Yeah, real presence and
Pew,
yeah.
pew, pew, pew.
I know we did. We just wanted a bit of pew pew. That's all we wanted. Oh, is this the other Wilhelm screen there, Brian?
Ah!
No, not yet.
No, that's a pretty good one.
Cassian just shoots the stormtrooper.
Ooh.
Another lady gets it in the face, and not in the Zee's video collection sense.
What's this? Christ, Star Wars retold. Oh, he's not swappers. He's not swappers. Yeah, he's.
Looks like has he made it even closer than the last time? Or am I just seeing what I want to see? Yeah, it's his real tongue.
Oh my God.
I was so quiet for the last hour.
No.
Did you?
Swappers has gone full lemon party.
Did you? Has he put some tongue in there as well? Oh Christ! That's brilliant. Oh, good God! That's good. So in this incredibly tense scene, we do have a little welcome break from swappers there.
That's the trouble with having diverse casting. You're going to get a lot of dead women and
oh yeah,
different ethnicities, aren't you?
It looks like she's going to shoot that guy up the arse.
Oh, the arse. Franco says there's a Wilhelm scream in the first Star Wars. Anyone know that? We've got some knowledgeable people on the panel.
It's probably when a stormtrooper fell off.
Stormtrooper, yeah.
That's one in Revenge of the Sith as well.
Oh.
During the opening fight scenes, Revenge of the Sith. There's Poundland Cavill getting it in the guts.
This guy has a slow, painful death, doesn't he?
White male, toxic, die slowly, scum.
Sly Jester's knocking him back. I mean, how many pints of piss does it take to get pissed? It's the question.
A lot.
Sly Jester, can you just confirm, and don't bullshit us now, what is the alcoholic percentage of what you're drinking? Because Brownies on the old Fosters. What's that, Brown? About 4%?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so we know this American shite is probably pushing 3% top. So come on, Sly, be honest. Oh, is this the guy we like, Brian?
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
gone. Yeah.
Never
Damn.
liked him.
You didn't like him, did you? Oh.
No. But on a bonus note, in come the KX droids.
Oh, here we go, folks. It gets better. 5%.
Sorry.
Oh, there you go. 5%. Fair play. Also, props to Sly Jester. He works 2 more jobs than Brown, and today is his only today's his only day off.
Oh,
Brown
So-
has got 2 jobs, vegan and cyclist.
Professional vegan. He gets paid for that. No, we're tooling with you, Brown. Don't worry. Sly Jester, enjoy your day off, my friend. Enjoy your drink and enjoy us getting stuck into a bit of Andor. Here we go. Look at this. Oh, I love these dudes. Oh, brilliant. Now, do we know which one K2SO is, or is it too early
No.
at the moment? No, we don't know.
No.
Okay.
But you suspect the one that looks at him
Yeah.
is Katie. Well, we've got no real reason for saying that, but the one that looks at Cyril when he walks in, or stays looking at him, you think that's him.
Yeah, I thought that as well, but you know, they all look alike.
And they've
Am I
not been
allowed to say that?
reprogrammed yet. Yeah. I like to say that.
They're pretty stalwart, aren't they? I mean, they take the shots and they just bounce off them. It's this is brutal. He just grabs the girl and I mean they just tosses her and it's
Oh
brutal.
yeah, picks her up and throws her around like a little clown boy.
And that's Carol's
Oh.
daughter.
Look at that.
Carol Ryland's daughter.
look at that.
Lodged.
We had a look at that from Ruin. That's a drink, everybody.
I think I've
And
done a
Will-
few look at that. Yeah.
The Willem scream again.
Yeah. That's it. She's gone. I would have liked a little trickle of blood or crushed skull. Something. It's a bit-
She ain't coming.
Might as well then, while we're there, Brown. Dead young female. If you were to give her a,
Okay.
score
Okay.
in her current state
still-
of mortality.
Still warm. Still warm, though, yes.
I mean, yeah, recently deceased. But,
Okay. I'd have to think about it seriously, but I'll go with what the chat are saying. I'll give her 1.
you're
Well,
gonna get-
she's still warm.
Yeah, still warm, yeah.
So technically, still, yeah.
Do you know, I noticed in the comments section after the stream the other night, there was a few disparaging comments about the standard of our breakdowns for these. I wonder what these fuckers are thinking now.
Oh, yeah. If you're gonna come trolling afterwards, don't bother.
Yeah, yeah. If they thought
Unless
it was
it's
bad,
constructive.
they thought it was bad last week. This week we're debating what we'd do to dead bodies. Anyway, thanks,
warm, man.
Stavros. Okay. Back to Mr. Bean, and he's going to throw a detonator or something, isn't he?
Yeah.
He looks a little bit like, is it Peter Stefanovic?
Peter Serafinovich,
Yeah,
Do you
him.
think?
Yeah, a little bit. Is it his
Yeah.
son or his
who
brother? Or
voiced
his
Darth
nephew?
Maul.
Yeah. Looks a bit like him.
If only there's some way of finding out, Brown. Like, I don't know, some kind of internet movie database or something like that. But
Does anybody, does such a thing exist?
maybe.
Tom needs work on his internet dating profile. It reads 6'2", 50-year-old into necro. He's just not getting the clicks. I don't know if anyone's got any advice.
What about what about some new T-shirts? Necro betas.
Well, yeah,
No, no.
No,
Yeah,
no.
God, no.
Okay.
The reason the reason I included this specific slide is because Cassian is just about to line up a shot to take smack Deirdre right in the face.
You're right. Yeah.
He's just about to pull the trigger, and lo and behold, Mr. Boone, fire this grenade now. And Cassian shits himself.
Yeah, every time Cassian's about to actually do something, there's something which stops him from doing it. There we go.
What the fuck?
Oh,
What the
Brian.
No, it ain't me. It ain't me.
It's not.
Have I done them out of order?
Oh,
You must have done, because how could you get them out of order? They were in order. That ain't in my slides.
During this intermission, we're just going to solo swappers and ask him to change his avatar.
To what? Have I done something wrong here?
I think you might have done, because that ain't in the order at all.
Brown, if you fuck this up and we can't actually see the best Star Wars we've had in years.
I think we might need to put the timer on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. Oh, for fuck's sake. Carry on talking while I have.
Okay, well, you fiddle around.
do this, guy.
There we go, in your pants. Okay, well, look, I'm going to use this time. I know we've not got fully through this little sequence of episodes, but look, we've been very complimentary about Andor. Where are we putting it in terms of best to worst Star Wars? We know there's been a lot of shit. There's been one or two good things. And I know we've still got to review the final sequence of episodes, but just buying Brian a bit of time. Where are we putting this? Brian, let's start with you. What are your thoughts on Andor?
The entire thing, or this episode?
Yeah, no, the entire thing. If you've seen it all, where'd you put it amongst, to me, Ahsoka and everything else?
You mean purely among the TV series, or just the whole every single thing?
You know,
I think.
I think shebang.
I think it's just that one slide that's out of sequence.
How did you manage that? Because
I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Crazy.
I honestly
Brown's
don't
been
know.
tinkering. That's what's been happening. He's been
No, I
tinkering
haven't.
behind the scenes.
No. I think it's just that one slide. Yeah.
All right, then. We'll let you.
Okay.
Go on, Brian. You might as well give me an answer.
I hope it is.
Just Disney, though. Just Disney. Where would you rank it in
Among Disney stuff?
Yeah.
Probably just behind Rogue One.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And if we throw in all of Star Wars, I mean, does it beat anything? Does it beat any of the prequels?
I find it hard to judge because it is such a different beast.
Yeah.
I don't think I can make a proper comparison. I can certainly do it in terms of what Disney's given us. But I mean, there's moments in Andor that I thought were genuinely magnificent. I'm not too sure they fit into the George Lucas Star Wars product. But again, that's down to other people's opinion, interpretation. It may or may not differ. May actually differ, not the same. Welcome to A Bit Tired on the...
We'll get the retrobates, the rest of the retrobates to think about that one. We'll come to them at the end. So this guy's right in the middle of the action, isn't he? And a little bit shell-shocked, almost.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, finally.
I've seen.
Well, Cyril finally encounters his nemesis. Do you know what nemesis means? A righteous infliction of retribution manifested by an appropriate agent, personified in this case by an honourable C-nut, Cyril.
And of course, Cyril, this is what started Cyril's entire career, wasn't it? Chasing him.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to let go of his superiors were saying, it's just a simple murder. Forget about it. Simple bit of violence way back at the start.
But they only met once, though, which was in episode 3 of the first season, when he held him hostage. And they barely looked at each other, so how he could pick him out, I don't know.
Well, Andor doesn't really recognise him, does he?
No, he doesn't.
Whereas Cyril probably would have been looking at security footage and all sorts. That's only and knowing his name.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And they were fighting here, of course. Obviously, he was about to take a shot. Cyril jumps on top of him. Not in that sense. And the explosion's about to go off here, sending the two of them on their arse.
I think common people are probably trying to help me out filling time, but he asked the question, whose ruins member of Blue. I presume he means the late 90s, early 2000s boy band Blue, and of course it has to be Duncan James, obviously, with Simon Webb a close second, then Anthony Costa, and then a distant fourth is that prick Lee Ryan. There we go. You want to know? Now you know.
Duncan.
But this, I'll be honest, I didn't think the what's his name, Brian? This is not Andor, the other one.
Cyril Khan.
Cyril. I didn't think he had it in him to have this kind of.
Yeah, but he is really pumped right now. You saw
Oh,
it with
is
the Edinburgh, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
We've got a
So,
song.
and the fight was really vicious
It was
as well.
yeah.
I mean, they looked like proper blows, and you could see them tiring out as the fight progressed.
Proper
Yeah.
fingers and eyeballs type fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Grab the
yeah.
nearest thing and smash her over the bloody head with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Peanut
really, really, really good. Yeah. Yeah.
And the last thing he hears is Cassian going, "Who are you? Who the fuck are you?"
And that almost buys him the precious second or two he needs, isn't it?
It was like Thanos in Infinity War to the Scarlet Witch when he went, "I don't even know who you are."
Yeah.
I don't know if it did buy him time. I mean, he already started to lower the weapon when he got smacked in the head by the old geezer.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. And that's it.
Well,
Look at that. Look at that shot.
Ryland thought he'd been betrayed, and Cyril was not on his side.
Cyril was going to get it from that guy, and not in the old army sense, but he was going to get it from old Carl Ryland's regardless, I think.
Mm.
He just had an excuse this time. Drink.
Mr. Brown, you're very quiet at the moment. Can we bring you in for a song request? There you go, Mr. Brown.
Oh, God. Okay. Anakin without hats. We can shag if we wanna. Give her one. If truth be told, gobble a pog, creep into the mug, and spunk on them once they're cold.
Fuck's sake.
Well, Melvin hadn't left us already. He was going at this point.
Yeah. Enjoy that, Melvin, on the re-rub, mate. You'll enjoy that, I know you will.
Look at this old boy here. He's got he's done it. He saved him, saved Andor.
Well,
Again,
he's just seen his people offed.
Yeah.
And he thinks that Cyril's been part of it all along.
Yes.
So I guess he holds him responsible for what's happened.
Just he's in that old dude who doesn't give a shit of his own, isn't he? Yeah. Yeah. Wow. And there we go. That's the end of old Cyril. His mum's going to be gutted, isn't she?
Well, just see you shortly, won't we?
Deirdre, I mean, I don't think she witnessed it, but she's going to find out soon.
Yeah.
And here we go. This is we think this is K2SO mod. No, it definitely is, isn't it?
It's definitely K2SO. Yeah.
So,
what is he?
In Imperial mode, obviously, and he's closing in on Andor, who tries to fend him off, but he's impervious to the shots, and he's saved in the last second by, I don't know, it seems like some kind of...
It's Sam. Sam's driving this.
What I mean, it's like it's designed for clearing snow or something. I don't know. He fucks up K2SO, but crucially, he retrieves the two halves, chucks it in the back.
This behaviour didn't make sense to me.
It was kind of
what's that?
Yeah, it's like 30, 40, 50 people have just been massacred, and they stopped to pick up a robot. Really?
Yeah. It was just shoehorned in there because
it was. They'd actually done the Andor meets K2SO in a 2017 comic, which was supposed to be canon to the series. This is Tony Gilroy's flagrant disregard for the whole thing. It's he actually said, "Canon, I'm really sympathetic and into it, but I was annoyed to find out that somebody had written an origin story for K2SO, and it's like, no, I'm not paying attention to that." I mean, it's like they had to add a Gorman massacre because the original had Tarkin landing his ship on protesters who wouldn't move.
Was that that was the original Gorman massacre? So now
That
there's
was
two.
the original. Yeah, there's now two
Right,
Gorman
yeah.
massacres, and I think they also had to change Mon Mothma's speech because it's different in season 3 of Star Wars Rebels.
Right.
Brian,
So-
while I've got you, could you read this from Pablo Burns, please?
Pablo Burns in chat says, I find the English accent sexy, but the Scottish accent is droll.
Oh, and he's with the surname Burns as well. It's terrible.
That's Pete's brother.
Call me a cynic, but I don't think
Cynic.
I nearly call him Pedro Pascal. What's his fucking name? Diego Luna. I don't think he conjured up a tear. I think this was injected into his eye.
Yeah.
But it serves a purpose, I guess. And we see the death of Les Miserables. What do we think happens to this chap? Do we find out, or is it just left open?
I'm not going to say the words, but I actually thought he might have raised the blaster to himself.
Oh, yeah.
And this is Will helping Drina, which is the reason why he went back for her. All that, and he's probably pumping her at the same time, helping her broadcast the true story of what happened on Gorman to the Galaxy.
Great shot here. And Deirdre kind of freaks out a little bit here, doesn't she? She gets all kind of weird and shaky and.
Yeah.
Did we? At some point here was we at the end of episode 8?
No, I'm talking absolute bollocks. Private chat's talking absolute bollocks. Another couple of slides to go.
Here we go. This is what we're referring to, Brian, isn't it? We want to know what his mum thought, and she's there. I mean, in a world of technology, they're stuck with this tiny fucking screen in the wall. I mean, honestly, I've got, I'm not rolling in it, but I've got a good old 50-incher downstairs. It'll pass me.
I love it when you talk about your dildo collection.
I felt for her. I don't know.
You do feel for Edie. She was annoying right the way through the series, but to find out she's lost her son and she's lost the only thing she ever cared about.
Complaining.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? You got a false flag event that brought in a more dictatorial security regime and tighter population restrictions. It's like 9/11 in space.
Stephen John is absolutely brutal, isn't he? I mean,
she's sad. She's vulnerable. Why not?
And breathing.
More importantly, yes.
Breathing.
Okay, Brian.
And now we're on episode 9.
Oh, here we go. We're on the home straight, folks.
I go through a summary of episode 8. Lots of people slaughtered.
What's your summary, is it?
Yeah. And Luna cried. And we've got a robot.
He's being arrested, isn't he, this chap?
Yeah, Senator Owen's being arrested. He's shouting, "It's my people today and yours tomorrow."
Senator Oren. And, my mild criticism, I know obviously they have to recast roles where an actor's parted ways, but with life. But I just can't buy this guy as Bail Organa. So
No.
Really?
Was it really that hard to get Jimmy Smits back?
It was
scheduling
conflict.
Oh, I thought he was dead.
No.
Oh, he's not dead. I actually thought when
Oh,
I heard
shit.
about this, I thought you've got to be kidding me on. I thought he was going to be terrible, having seen him in other things. Actually, against you guys, I thought he did a really pretty decent job. Having
Oh,
said
okay.
that, he did have better material to work with.
Yeah, I thought it was all right.
I
Or
thought
not so
he
much
just
better material, but he had a bigger part. He had, lads, a bigger part.
just gave me more Billy D. Williams vibes than Jimmy Schmidt.
Right, okay.
Drew Gordon asks, when are we getting an Amel and Holdo origin story, Rude? Well, interesting you say
Okay,
that.
it was 2 years ago yesterday now. Ray Stevenson died. Rest in peace.
Oh,
Already?
Yeah,
Jesus.
2 years ago on the 21st. We're on the 22nd now, but yeah.
You like bringing the mood in the camp down, don't you, Brown?
yeah.
That's my
Any
job,
other-
and I do it well.
You sure do, Brown. You sure do.
Yes, sure do.
Can I just ask twice I've put fucking Drew Gordon in the bin this evening? I can go for a third. Oh. Hang on, I'm behind the... hang on. You've gone past.
Oh, sorry, Brian. Was there something you wanted to do? Should we go back?
That was Cassian being given journalistic credentials for his next mission, and he vows to retire
yes.
from the rebellion immediately afterwards.
Yeah,
He gets a bollocking from a strong woman just to be consistent.
Oh God, yeah. He's rather torn, isn't he, in this episode about whether he wants to continue or not. It's
Yeah.
He's at that part of the hero's journey, I guess.
I had a slight problem with the next scene as well. This one.
Not enough
is?
horse.
Well, that's her assistant Erskine finding a listening device and she smashes it. Now,
Oh,
surely the brighter move would be to keep it going, but just make sure that
Yes.
everything you say is above board, and even practice a speech praising Palpatine. And that way they stay completely off the radar, because there's a whole lot of senators you find out that are already being monitored in case they're up to no good. And by doing that, as you see in maybe even the next slide, it appears on the screen.
Yeah, plus the scanner they were using was going
Yeah.
beep, beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep. So wouldn't they hear that?
I mean, I thought the same as you, Brian. I thought the second they started smashing it up, and then obviously that's going to draw attention. Couldn't they have put it in a little Tupperware box or something? You know, seal it up, and I don't know. Anyway, this was quite an interesting set. I mean, honestly,
Oh shit! Sorry, I'm behind here.
I'm full Andor shill at this point. Even the boring talky scenes had sucked me in, you know. But he's warning you here, isn't he? Saying, don't go with Jimmy Schmidt's extraction
Organa's
team.
people.
Yeah.
Oops! I've lost the plot entirely. I'm not even drunk.
Cool graphics.
Yeah, he was telling one of the Bale's extraction team is compromised, and tells her to use Cassian, or his guy didn't actually say Cassian at the time, but she's basically saying I'm more scared of you. I think it could get done in. And that
Big
was
chap,
Erskine
isn't
being-
he? Big old chap, this guy.
He is. He's his boy. I was Erskine just being dismissed as well, who is one of
Sorry, it's me. See,
Luthen's champs.
I also thought this. Common people went strange. Ruin likes the show when he actually bothers to watch the fucking thing. Yeah.
The problem is, I have actually watched Andor. The problem is, it's literally sent me to sleep. As in, I can't tell you the amount of times I've sat down to watch the early episodes and I've fallen asleep watching it. Not figuratively, actually fucking literally hitting the Z's. This had me right into it. So, Slide Jester wants to know, are we going full 3 hours? If so, I'm opening up one more.
It's looking like that, yes.
Yeah, crack another one, Sly. So he's
So I'm getting his press credentials have been accepted, and it gets him access to the Senate.
So on the left, there's a normal sized man. On the right is Diego Luna, and then it gives you an idea there of the Ooh, go on then. Go on then, Brown. Snog, marry, avoid, and just be conscious of racist undertones here in your choice.
Swappers. Go on, Swappers. Snog, marry, avoid. Go on.
Go on, Soppers.
Fuck's sake, do I have to do fucking...
Now you know how I feel.
Go on, Swappers. You've been nominated.
I don't know.
Avoid. Why don't you avoid the white lesbo bitch and make it interesting?
I'm gonna snog the woman in the background over there in the middle.
Oh, very good.
On the left. I'm going to avoid these two gimps on the right, and I'll marry the rather masculine-looking woman on the left.
Oh God, you're in for an unhappy marriage there. Okay. Well, there she is, and she's the bad egg, isn't she? In the team, has ulterior motives.
Mission decides to contact base for some reason when she would have had her orders, would she not? Or was that just me?
Well, she's communicating with the Imperials, and yeah. Well, we'll come back to that one. But this is where Bale invokes. Now, if I remember right, it's a bit hazy, but I'm sure it was Article 17-252, which allows Mon Mothma to speak. And or double rum and cokes in. I just could be pulling this out my arse. I don't know. Am I close?
Yeah, it's absolutely spot on, surprisingly enough.
Indeed, you are.
Well, two fingers, and he knows a thing or two about fingers. Does two fingers? Says Jimmy has thick finger. Oh, God. Oh well, okay. Yeah, I got sucked into that one. So this is Mon Mothma. She's doing the big speech. Do we have a member berry drink for the old Senate? Probably should, shouldn't we?
No, just
No, you can spit one out for when Bail Organa says shit, because that was so janky and out of place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a bit.
Really was not a fan of that.
That's a great set.
You know what, Brown? You took the words right out of my mouth. The graphics are awesome, isn't it? And they really move around, don't they, those graphics?
Yeah, that's really good, everybody.
The old Imperial call center.
That's a definite look at that.
And this guy's trying to shut down the Senate, isn't he? But she's Mon Mothma's giving a speech, causing all kinds of fucking chaos, and they're trying to shut her down. And it's Andor to the rescue. He's
Yeah, she gives a speech, and then it's time to get the fuck out of there.
Or is it I have friends in many places, or I have many friends, or something like that?
It is I, Leclerc.
Oh,
she got blasted right in the face, right in the into the skull, is it again?
So the lesbo one that Swappers marrying tries to stop them in her tracks, but Andor does something here, folks. Oh, shock horror! He actually pulls a gun and kills someone, and yeah. And also, we need to point out, I mean, you probably can see him in there somewhere. Mon Mothma's gay butler, or whatever he was called, he plays a significant part in aiding their escape. Stormtroopers looking menacing again. Can't get enough of it. Brilliant.
Actual threats.
Yes.
Such a refreshing change to see the Empire as the evil war machine that it is.
Brilliant.
Not ignoring everybody while Obi-Wan Kenobi hides Leia under a coat and nobody notices.
That was a low point, that really was, wasn't it?
Absolutely was.
This is Mon Mothma's driver, and
Imperial.
Yeah. I mean, he's been really just spying, hasn't he? But
yeah, he was asking about travel schedules earlier. like trying to get more information out of her. I think it was the previous episode.
Do you remember this guy from Press Gang and Shine on Harvey Moon?
God, no.
Dodger Bonzo.
Terrible angle to see him right enough, but Lee Ross. It's Lee Ross.
All right.
Plays Cloris.
Is that Jonathan's brother?
Aye, bro.
Moving on.
This adds kind of solo movie vibes where he just kind of hangs a right turn and then, it's like, those early scenes in Solo where he's doing the driving shit. But yeah, he gets them the fuck out of there, doesn't he? She's thrown about a little bit in the back seats. I'm sure it's not the first time that's happened. And where are we now? Are we back on Yavin?
Back on Yavin. This is Vel holding the blaster, which turns out to belong to Melshi, who's in Rogue One, and he was Cassian's fellow prisoner in season 1 of Andor. If you move to the next slide.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, on his blaster, it reads in "That's your mum."
That is.
So we're in Andor's old flat, aren't we now?
Yeah, his old gaff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's nearly as dark and dingy as your gaff, this Brown, isn't it?
Not quite.
Do you notice Will's line here? It was Drina who saved the day. Fuck off.
God.
She was the bestest ever.
It wasn't far off.
Another ship there, worth a drink, maybe. Be giving up on the drinks. Who the fuck's the drink money? He's been a real disappointment tonight, hasn't he? I'm sat here with a full drink in front of me.
It's because you've been enjoying this, haven't you? Instead of drowning your sorrows.
This is the guy on the right from Rogue One, isn't it, Brian?
It is, yeah, Draven.
Yeah. Done a really good job of weaving it in.
We're flying through this episode. We're nearly at the end.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's, after all the excitement, it does end on a somewhat bit of a heart-wrencher, isn't it? Yeah. So he basically saying he's done, isn't he, Andor? He thinks, look, I've done my bits. I'm done.
Yeah.
I just want to be here with you. But then he wakes up. Well, just another day in Shea Brown, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just reach out and
gone.
Yeah, just the cat, nothing else. But she does leave behind a video message, at least.
Dirty video message.
Yeah. Dear Slim.
Dear John. That?
It says, Dear Cassian, I found out something terrible. You know your sister that you were looking for at the beginning of season 1?
And that's it.
Yep.
Let me skip back. What was the? Oh, it's
the reactivate Alan Tudyk.
Of course.
Yeah.
And and actually, as he awakes, it really is the K2SO, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Honestly, there we go. Janice Metz, good job.
They did all the 3 episodes really good.
Well, look, firstly, well done to Brian for getting 3 episodes worth into a reasonable 2.5-ish hour stream. Look, I call it as it is, man, babies. I enjoyed these. I'm not going to lie. I genuinely sat through them and enjoyed them. Yeah, it kind of. I know I'd heard the stuff online. I know people said, "Oh, the later episodes are really good." Yeah, kind of. I've got to go with it. But look, that's just my opinion. Let's hear from the panel. Brian, fantastic job on the production, my friend. What do you think? Episodes 7, 8, 9, Andor, sum her up for me and give me a score.
A
Chat,
vast
if
improvement.
you would do the same, please, chat. And Brownie will keep an eye.
Yeah, I'll
Take
flash
it away,
up.
Brian.
I thought it was a vast improvement on anything we'd seen before in season 2. There was moments in episode 8 that it got to me big time watching it. It might not have happened without all the little bits and pieces being put into place beforehand. To get through those little bits and pieces in the previous episodes was quite the challenge. But having stuck in there, I think we were rewarded for that. I thought it was a really terrific episode of TV. Not that it didn't have its problems. Z said some of the lore, for example, but even the singing worked for me. Believe it or not.
Yeah,
You know my opinion.
well,
about
they came up with a national anthem, a planetary anthem for the Gormanites, and wow, the level of detail that you're prepared to go through just to make this thing seem realistic and as visceral as it gets. I mean, you sympathise with them when the massacre happens, and it's quite horrible. But yeah.
I thought the droids coming in slightly took away from the gravitas of it. Wasn't quite comedic, but it kind of moved it towards that kind of area. I thought it was a bit more effective, just purely being the weapons. All in, I'm going to give 2 scores here. I think for the arc itself, I hate to say it, I'm going to sound like a total shill. I'm going to give it the highest score I've given, which is a 7.5. I think. As for episode 8, I think it's an absolutely rock solid 8.
Yeah, I get you.
High praise considering how we've been treating Andor so far.
Yeah. Okay, I will allow that. Double scoring system there, Brian. Well done. Wow. Z, let's go to you. You've already given it some praise there.
Yeah, I mean, I was thoroughly engaged from start to finish. It's just tragic. I had to stop on the second part and wait for the third part later in the afternoon. I was gripped right the way through. Fantastic story. And God, I was blown away. I thought it was really good. We'll never get this again.
Oh.
We'll never get anything like this again. For the arc, I'm going to give it 7.5 because I would have given it an 8, but for the multiple law breaks in episode 8, so get stuffed on that one. It cost you half a point.
7.5. God, this were high here. We've never known these dizzy heights with Disney Star Wars. Swappers, you probably experienced this in real time, but what do you make?
It's probably about the best thing Disney going to release regarding Star Wars, because everything else is just going to be either moronic, stupid, childish bollocks, or just some utterly dumb arse fetter like the Acolyte. So I'd give it points purely for the intelligent writing, even though it was like tediously boring up to this point. The effects are great. The score in these few episodes has actually been a massive upturn compared to the previous ones where we barely noticed it at all. I think the added action and pacing has helped it no end. And I think this whole series could have done from a massive editing job and cutting out a lot of the boring stuff and editing it right down. Probably someone's already done it out there already and uploaded it somewhere. But there's definite good things to be said about it on these last few episodes. But to me personally, it's still not quite. It's not really Star Wars, and it's still lacking. It's got things in it like swear words and things that just take me completely out of it. So I can't give it more than a 4.5 out of 5. 4.5.
Okay, that's fine.
So, but that's high considering it's Disney Star Wars. So
I mean, yeah, we've been in the minus, haven't we, on some occasions? So third place, Swappers. Brown, what do you think?
Okay, far superior story arc. I wanted to watch the next episode straight away. Episode 8 was really, really good. Just pure building tension throughout. If the rest of it would have been as good as this, I think they would have done very well. But it's a shame that nobody's watched it. But that's the fallout from the drivel that we've had before. I'm going to give the arc. I'm going to give it an IGN 7. And I'm going to give the episode 8. I'm torn here. Do I go 5.5? Or give it a genuine mark? I'm going to give it a genuine mark, folks. Just for once. I'm going to give episode 8 out of 10. Really good episode.
I'm exactly there with you, Bran. I give the arc a 7, which, if you know me and the way I've scored some of the Disney shites, we've been down in the 1s, the 1.5s for some of the recent series, but and even some of the early episodes of Andor I've not been very impressed with. But yeah, this arc is a very respectable, almost impressive 7. And I agree, episode 8 in particular, I would go an 8. Yeah, I know we're teetering into shill territory here, but we have to call it as it is. And it was honestly had me gripped, and pretty much watched them back to back. Yeah.
Is it so wrong to like something?
It feels good, Brown. It can't be wrong.
Wade through.
I know.
Years of shite.
You know what? I am a huge fan of Rogue One, and every time I watch it, I like it more. I'm sure some clever soul will do an edit of Andor, probably both seasons, and they'll make almost like a movie length 2.5 hour movie out of it, and it'll be fucking fantastic. Yeah, I don't think I could sit through series 1 and 2 in its entirety again, but God, these last few episodes have been brilliant. There we go.
And on that bombshell. That was it.
That's the lot. We got through it. We did it, and we've still got 3 to go.
Yay! I think. Okay, shall I chat? You are wonderful. Thank you for turning up the interaction super chats. Special thanks to the drink monitor.
Oh, boot him off. He's not coming back again.
Commiserations to Atom. Sorry, mate. I feel you. Chat, we will see you next time. Don't forget, leave a comment, press the thumbs up, all that malarkey. Just see if we can get the algorithm working a little bit. So, chat, we will see you next time. I'm going to thank the guests. Star Wars Retold Swappers. Cheers, Swappers.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thanks to the chat. Thanks to the other guys on the panel. Thanks to Disney for producing another mediocre TV series product. And I'll try and watch the next 3 episodes before the next stream, if I can squeeze them in.
These episodes are really good, mate. Cheers, Swappers. Zee-3...
Whoa.
Cheers, Z.
That's what I call.
The arc was the tits.
Yeah.
I can't wait for next week. I'm actually looking forward to one of these for a change. What? Isn't that weird? How weird is that?
What?
The last arc is the best one of all, in my opinion.
What?
Ooh, I've not seen it yet. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, you've got to watch it. It's fantastic. Thanks for having me on. Thanks to the chat. And thanks to the rest of the panel. And we'll see you on the next one.
Great to have you back, mate. And today's, well, what can I say?
Twats.
He has slaved long and hard putting this show together. So today's show produced by not Brian. Cheers, mate.
Hey, cheers, Bruin. Thanks also to Z, Swampers, Ruin, and of course the chat. Thanks a lot, folks.
And last but by no means least, I felt out of my comfort zone knowing that this gentleman has been enjoying what he's watching.
I felt somewhat out of character to be doing that, but yeah, I know it's Maybe it's the rum. I don't know. Maybe it's the hay fever. But by God, I enjoyed it. Yeah. And as he says, I'm looking forward to the finale. It's strange. For
Unbelievable.
weeks we've toiled through fucking boring shite and people talk, nothing happening, going nowhere, and all of a sudden it's just exploded into life. It's I don't know. It's like that. It's like my subplot in The Last Jedi. It's what we've all been waiting for from Star Wars.
All we need now is for Broom Boy to turn up next week. That'd be amazing.
My God. Oh, no, things are hotting up. This is like taking home the last girl in the club and then finding out she does anal. Just gets better from there.
And on that bombshell, we will see you next time, peeps. Take care, everybody. We are back at the weekend. I think Tred's doing his gig on Friday, so we're back at the weekend. Take care, everybody.
Good night, man, babies.